We do not care.
Let me tell you something.
But moving forward, never say never, but never.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. Hey, fucking allegations again! You fucking idiots!
Right on cue, Joe.
What's good? What's good, Steelmatic family? What's good with y'all? Salute to y'all. Happy Friday. How y'all doing today? How y'all feeling? Hit that like button, like, share, subscribe. Join the Steelmatic family. Join Steelmatic Sports. What's good with y'all this Friday? How y'all feeling? How y'all doing today? Salute to y'all. Hopefully y'all having a good Friday. Hopefully y'all ain't out there stuck in traffic, but I appreciate all y'all rocking with me. I appreciate all the support and all y'all rocking with me. And, hopefully all y'all in good spirits because we're going to talk about the real America's team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, today because everybody love the Steelers. Come on, be real. Keep it a stack. Be real. Some less than others, some more than others. But we're going to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers per the thumbnail. But y'all let me know, man. Do me a solid, man. Hit that like button, like, share, subscribe, support the content, support the growing channel. Help us get to 1,000 subs. I'm sorry, help us get to 1,000 subs. I'm sorry. And hit the like button, support the channel, man. Hit that Cash App Steelmatic001 if you feel in the content, if you're a football fan, if you love the Steelers. Also, support the channel, man. We're going to get into it. And also, so as you can see per the thumbnail, we're going to talk about how does the Steelers destroy the NFC South because many don't think the NFC South measures up to the pedigree of the AFC North. But let's talk about it, and we're going to discuss it on today. And for anybody that like to come up and feeling, choppy or feeling they want to spill the beans or even give their take even per se, we got the link in the chat for anybody that want to come up. Anybody that's feeling it, so you can come up and air your grievances. If you're a Falcons fan, if you're a Saints fan, a Bucks fan, or even a Panthers fan, or just a football fan in general, and you want to give your spiel and your take, you're more than welcome to come up. There's the link right there in the chat. But so as y'all can see, we're gonna get to it, man. We're going to talk about it. Man, salute to y'all, man. I appreciate all y'all rock with me, man. Y'all do me a favor, man. If y'all put a 1 in the chat, if you can hear me loud and clearly. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me loud and clearly. Go ahead and throw a 1 in the chat if you can hear me loud and clearly. Man, salute to y'all, man. Hopefully y'all guys having a good Friday, man. Appreciate all y'all rocking with me. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clearly. Make sure I'm not talking to myself. Salute to y'all, man. I appreciate all y'all rocking with me. So as you can see on the itinerary, so we're going to be talking about the Steelers OTAs, the Steelers that may be on the bubble and on their way out for the 2026 season. Also, trade rumors, which is a great thing. And of course, last but not least, the Saints opposition, the NFC South. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get to it. We're going to cook on it. Shout out Tyrone. Tyrone, what's good with you, man? Salute to you, man. How you feeling? How you doing today? Yeah, Tyrone, man, you see the link, man, bro. If you want to come up, man, and give your spiel on the matchups, man, you're more than welcome to do so. I know we got some other folks on the way. Let me see who we got backstage. Let me see. Hold up. Let me fix this, man. Let me fix this. What's good with you, Stephen James? How you doing today?
Hey, big man, what's happening with you? I had to come on today. I got time for you today. Oh, I had to come on. What's up?
Ain't nothing much, man. What's good with you, man? You see the topic, man. We talking about the upcoming season and the Steelers, man. And talking about, okay, so they got the NFC South this year. So, of course, with the free agency and with the draft, with all the new additions, everybody got their take, everybody got their covering on it. And I got some more people on the way because apparently I got a lot of smoke on the way because I made some comments. I went on a couple of my people panels, man, and we had some choice conversations. And yes, the train smoke is en route, I assure you. But we'll quit for it.
I ain't got no smoke for you. The only thing I'm going to say is that I don't think you're on any of my schedules this year, so we're good with that. And all I want you to do, and I don't care if I'm walking down the street, if I'm walking in Walmart, if I'm walking in a pet store, if I see somebody with the black and gold on, I always tell them one thing: win the division, keep Baltimore out. That's all I want you to do. And yes, I live in Be More, and I stand on that, son. Win the division, keep Baltimore out. Then I don't care what you do. Let's roll. Let's roll.
Hey, man, you ain't said nothing but the gospel, because at the end of the day, with that black and gold, well, it's two types of black and gold, but I ain't gonna get into the other black and gold. I'm gonna talk about the real black and gold, that Pittsburgh Steelers black and gold, because Stephen James, at the end of the
Gators
day,
don't play no shit. You feel me? Gator never been about that. Never been about playing no shit.
we don't play that. We don't play around, because
And if you're not a Penguin or a Pirate, I ain't got no time for you. That's what's up.
Hey, not at all. Not at all, man. Because, hey, guess what, man? Hey, we got to take care of business, man. But you know what? We got more things to take care of on our own front, because a lot of people got reservations about us, man. Not only our division, but us per se, because we've been in the trenches for the past couple of years and the past couple of seasons, man.
Right.
And it's been a downpour. But you know what? I think tides are turning for the better. Of course, with the addition of Mike McCarthy, this new West Coast offense, our draft picks, our free agency selections, I think tides are turning for the better, if I must say so myself. But I've been wrong before.
We'll find out. We'll find out starting in September.
Yes, sir.
I hope you guys have no injuries throughout the preseason. Let's everybody be healthy and everybody go at it. That's what men do. Let's go.
Absolutely. So, man, I wanted to get into this. So OTA has been passing through, right? And, we talking about, Aaron Rodgers being 43 and, just having things, but a lot of people had a take of where they didn't want Aaron Rodgers to come back. I'm not going to lie. I was one of them, because here's my thing. It's a young man's game for a reason, right? And so when you have guys like Aaron Rodgers that's 40, not obviously everybody can't pull a Brady and come back at 45 and win a title. That's not everybody. But we see the significant injuries that Brady had. And the past couple of years, he had an Achilles tear, as well as he had a fracture to his non-throwing arm. But as we age, body breaks down on its own. But, you're closer to 50 than you are 25. So I was the one in favor of trading up early to acquire a younger receiver like a Ty Simpson of the sort, right? Not that I'm against Drew Aller. I like Drew Aller out of Penn State. However, it's going to take some time to develop, get that footwork. Kid hasn't played a game since October due to a broken ankle. So, I can understand that degree. But our personnel, having a young offensive line, the average person on our O-line being 25 to 28, that's going to come with time. And, of course, you have to protect A-Rod. That's your best asset. So, be that as it may, the West Coast offense is only as beneficial to us as we have Aaron Rodgers healthy and available. So we got the OTAs going on right now. So of course, we got our first round pick, 21st pick, Max Hanicher, that's showing much promise. And big 6'6", 321 guy, very aggressive. However, greener than money when it comes to the game of football, as it appears to experience in the sort. Didn't start playing football until he was in community college. Not one of those guys that's been actually playing football all his life, but has just been only playing football for a couple of years, but has ultra athleticism at the right tackle position. A very great asset for Aaron Rodgers, but keeping Aaron Rodgers safe and protected, that is going to be a tall task for this upcoming season. Do you concur, sir?
Well, from what first of all, I don't know if Aaron is washed, all right? Because the Jets, like they do anybody else, the Jets is a failure. The Jets are always a dumpster fire. I do follow the Jets since 1988, so I know a lot about them. But I would be curious to see the first 3 games is going to tell you everything you need to know about Aaron Rodgers for the rest of the season. If you keep him upright, maybe he can swing the ball a good bit or whatever. There's going to be plays where you're going to see where he gave up on the play because he don't want to take that hit. Okay, but he's going to make up for it in the long term. So
Right.
I'm interested to see what he does. Um, I have a good friend, a little brother who's a Steelers fans, and so I always ask them, I hope you have a good backup because even though he made it through all last season with the Jets, that doesn't mean that he was not injured. So
Right.
if you guys are on a playoff run and you just see him that he's just not right, pull him out the second quarter, let your backup take over, let him get some rest. You're going to need him later on down the road. That's my only suggestion to you. And it'll be interesting to see what you guys do. It really will, especially with Cincinnati and Cleveland trying to be something in y'all's division eventually. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. See what happens.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely always concerned with divisional play because it's no shortage of stellar competition when it comes to divisional play, and from all of them.
Right.
But definitely the O lines have to gonna work. They're gonna have to come out and have an elite season every week, just for that West Coast offense to take shape. But yeah, that's definitely going to be a tall task and definitely a work in progress. Let me take a look, see who's in the building. Shout out Joe Blaze. Joe Blaze, what's good with you, man? Salute to you, brother. How you feeling? 1,000 Watts Radio, man. If y'all not subscribed to 1,000 Watts Radio, man. 1,000 Watts Radio, man. Super dope, man. With the lo-fi jams, man. I call him the lo-fi king. But salute to you, sir. Bots, drop your link in the chat, bro. Do something, dog. Do
Now
something.
you need to do something. Do you hear me? Do something.
Salute to you, man. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you. Who else we got in the building? What's good, Derek Gaines? Derek Gaines, what's good? What's your team gonna win the Super Bowl? Derek Gaines, brother. I told you about that, man. I told you about that. Joe Burrow been to the Super Bowl already. He rolled the dice, then craps. Joe Burrow is not going back to the Super Bowl, bro. Stop it, bro. Stop it, Derek Gaines. He's not going back to the Super Bowl. He's not going back to the Super Bowl, bro. Derek,
I don't know. Somebody put pictures of
Joe Burrow's not going back to the Super
that
Bowl.
Riley's confirmation.
Hey, Gian.
What's good, Tyrone Keaton, what's good with you, man? Happy A-Rod, Pittman, DK Metcalf, Darnell Washington, Rico. Oh yeah, definitely.
The bishop didn't want.
Oh, we definitely got weapons, bro. And that West Coast, that's why I said our old line has to be elite from week to week, man. They have to be elite.
No, what he
For sure.
wouldn't even remember.
Where we at? Hey, Steven, can you mute up over there, bro?
He doesn't have it.
Yeah, I was just going to say to you real quick, what do you think the odds are of you guys getting Coach of the Year if y'all keep Aaron upright?
Mike McCarthy getting Coach of the Year? That's going to be very steep because with the tandems, the QB coach tandems that we have, because you got Sean McVay, Matthew Stafford, they're still contenders over there in the Rams division. Then you have Caleb and Ben Johnson in Chicago. They're up and coming. They're no joke. I mean, you just got a lot of tandems and a lot of combinations to where that's also going to be a tall task. And but this is going to be an interesting season nonetheless. Because, of course, you got the reunion with Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers, but it's going to be very competitive and it's going to be something to see. But, but our thing, man, I think our battle is more so internal and more so internal from the degree and standpoint of it's more so us against us because we put ourselves in this detriment. A lot of people don't want to acknowledge that and see that for what it is, but we did indeed put ourselves in this detriment of where we're in this QB purgatory per se, but I just think that it's something that's experimental and we're gonna have to weather the storm on, because when you got one of the cheapest owners in that squeezes a blood out of George Washington dollar, but it is what it is, man. But you pay, but just like anything else in life, you buy a house, buy property, whatever, you get what you pay for. So I mean, you be cheap to the point to where but we see the position that we in. We depended on a 43-year-old quarterback to get us to the promised land. You muted.
Thanks.
Okay, I can rock with you on that. I just hope that you guys do well enough where you're at least in the conversation. Personally, I hope Joe Brady, not Joe Brady, Joe Brady of the Bills. I hope he gets it this year, which means the Bills are doing well. And I also got my boy Harbaugh with the Giants. I hope he's in the running for it. That's my two loves right there. But hey, if you guys can just get on a roll, man. I mean, every year, right or wrong, there's always a Cinderella team that comes out of nowhere. And the coaches of the year are usually coaches, it's their first season with a new team. So that's why I throw you guys out there, man. But, what you think?
I feel you. What you got, Corey Joe? Steelmatic, I'm mad at you. You had a stinks from New Orleans. I'm talking reckless about my birds. Oh, about your Falcons? Oh, man, my bad. Hey, them ain'ts, man. They something else, man. They something else, bro. But hey, that's how they are. I'm sorry, bro. But hey, that's how they get down. That is how they get down, Corey Joe, man. You know how them ain'ts fans get. Let me see where we at. Salute to y'all, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Like, share, subscribe. If you haven't joined the channel already, support the show. Hit that cash app, Steelmatic001, Steelmatic001. Shout out GR3. GR3, what's good with you, man? Salute to you, bro. Salute to you, GR3. What's good with you? Just one time, say who that? Nah, bro. Can't do it, man. Can't do it, bro. Nah, man. What you got there, Gaines? I bet you Honda last year that Pittsburgh wouldn't make the playoffs, and I was right. What? Derek Gaines, you do know we went to the playoffs and we won our division, right? See, Derek Gaines, you don't be paying attention, bro. You don't be paying attention, bro. Because at the end of the day, brother, you can't touch Aaron Rodgers, bro. You can't touch Aaron Rodgers because he's a bad man.
Right on
Nonetheless, we own the game. And we own y'all, Derek Gaines. We own them Bengals, man. Listen to what A-Rod's saying. Don't hear, listen.
Right on cue, Joe.
Oh, no, man. Come on. Hate is a strong word. Derek Gaines, hate is a strong word, bro. Hate is a strong word, man. Yeah, man, y'all hit that like button, man. Like, share, subscribe if you have not already. So, yeah, so we talking about these OTAs, man. And as you can see, man, we got our 21st pick, Max Honicher. You know, he's working out pretty well. Mike McCarthy has high hopes for him, high expectations for him being an asset to the offensive line and defending Brady's right side. So, of course, our former right tackle, Troy Fontenot, can go back to his original side of playing left tackle and guarding Aaron Rodgers' blind side. Now, how they're interchanging the lineup, I don't necessarily agree with it, but I do think Troy Fontenot should return back to his original position and the position that he was drafted for. Now, here we go with our hidden gem, Jeremy Bernard. They have him listed as wide receiver 3, but of course, Jeremy Bernard, our wide receiver, in my opinion, not to be biased, Roll Tide, the best receiver in the 2026 draft, Jeremy Bernard. You know, regardless of where and how he was drafted, he's the best receiver, Mr. Reliable for the University of Alabama, getting drafted in the second round. But of course, hey, mistakes happen, right? So, but definitely Jeremy Bernard has a great catch radius, ultra athletic. You know, not necessarily the fastest, nor does he has to be playing alongside DK Metcalf and Michael Pittman. Great in the slot. He's going to be great for red zone efficiency. He's going to be epic for third down efficiency. And, of course, catching those passes in the slot, has a great catch radius. Yes, Tyrone Keaton, nothing short of a beast. Nothing short of a beast. You know, definitely going to be a problem for any secondary going across the middle. And, yeah, has very high ceiling and high promise. Let me see. What you got, Tyrone? A-Rod will throw it to Bernard for 60 yards. Varying so. If not that, then we got the Boswell bailout. That's what we paid $30 million for. Chris Boswell, shout out to him, getting his $28 million for the next 4 years. Deserves every penny. Me personally, I believe Chris Boswell should be the highest paid kicker in the league, but that's just me. Oh, definitely going to do a lot of work in the slot. He going to eat them slots for breakfast, brunch, and lunch. So, yeah, definitely he's going to get all the work and smoke, you know. But of course, I meant to tell you, Stephen James, Joe Brady. I forgot Joe Brady is with the Bills, but he was with the Tigers doing. I'm sorry, he was with LSU Tigers doing their national title campaign in 2020, and yes, that's another guy I thought that should have been up for a head coaching job along with Eric Bieniemy. And but this new wave of coaching, man, like the Ben Johnson, Kellen Moore, you know, and you know all these new guys, man. I mean, it's going to be. We're looking forward to some exciting football, don't you think?
Especially the way the league has the schedule set up, and we're always looking forward to those flex games. So yeah, I think this year is going to be, it's going to be week after week that you don't know who's going to win, you don't know who's going to lose. I think the NFL has finally got to the point where they wanted parity in the league, and I think this year we're really going to see that because there's a lot of good coaches, there's a lot of good young coaches, and we got some quarterbacks in the last 2 years coming into the league. They put up some numbers, and now they got some experience. And so, you know, the first year or two as a quarterback, you're just trying to run the system. You don't have time to learn how the system is supposed to work and really, you know, get used to it. That point is over for them. So now they can freelance more because now they know what they're supposed to see and make adjustments on the fly. So it's going to be good this year. I'm looking forward to it. You know, especially some of the night games or whatever. Yeah, it's going to be good. And I can't remember how many night games that you guys have, but I think you guys have a pretty good number. So let's do it.
Yeah, I think it's 5 in total.
Okay. Oh, so see, there you go. So, and that's, like I said, that's not including the flex game. So, you know, you guys go on like a 3 or 4 game streak toward the end of the season. We're going to be like, okay, well, which teams is hot? We're going to put them on the center stage. And every player, every coach loves being on the center stage. Yo, you want to watch me put the smack down on whoever is in front of me. Okay, light and gold. Let's do it. Light and gold. Let's do it. I'm with you.
For sure. And of course, you know, we got all these international games this season, and of which we have on week 7 versus the Saints. We play in France against the Saints at 9 a.m. in the morning, and that's going to be something to see. And but of course, of which it's going to be Kellen Moore versus Mike McCarthy, because they did work last year in Dallas together, as Kellen Moore was the OC, and well, last year before, I believe. Kellen Moore was the OC, and Mike McCarthy was the head coach in Dallas. But and they allegedly had a spat. So this is going to be something interesting to see amongst those two. But talking about these OTAs, man, yes, we have a lot of promise. Yes, we have a lot of potential, for our 53-man roster that's going to, be trimmed down in these coming months. But my thing has always been, since Mike Tomlin stepped down, indeed, how is our guard going to change for the better? How are we going to get back to that place of prominence of where, we could get out of this slump of just going to the postseason for one playoff game and getting bounced out like we've been getting for the past 8 years? Yes, and you hear that across the board from everybody. Not the fact that, our former coach had 20 straight years of non-losing seasons, but you always hear the fact that, teams say they're more relevant than the Steelers, that they have more of a winning completion with the more than the Steelers. I mean, I get it. If you think your team is on, and also y'all see the link in the chat, you're more than welcome to come up and give your spiel, GR3. Because a lot of y'all say, y'all more relevant than us and y'all did more than us. I mean, we could talk about it, but at the end of the day, you can only do so much. And when you have a fix-a-flat mentality, and for y'all that's not familiar with fix-a-flat, it's basically a temporary fix. That cheap stuff you put into your tire to get your tire inflated, and then it only lasts for about maybe a couple hours or something, good enough to get you to your destination or whatever the case may be for a day or so. But instead of just repairing the whole tire, repairing the rotors, the brakes, fixing the block, giving the car a whole facelift. And that's basically what we've been doing for the past umpteen years. Because, if you think about it, we've had incidents where we've had guys that overstayed their welcome, guys that should have, left earlier than what they left, and yes, I'm speaking on Big Ben. Big Ben should have retired 4 years earlier, in my personal opinion. And of course, when you had situations where you couldn't develop a guy then within his last years, and I'm speaking on when this prime years when he had with Antonio Brown, he should have been developing. They should have had a quarterback under him sitting watching, an adequate quarterback sitting watching at that particular time. But, we didn't. We failed to do so. What's good with your GR3? What's good with it?
What's good, man? What's good? What's good?
You got it, man. What's good with you? You're live. What's up, man?
Oh, man, I heard you say about Pittsburgh. Basically what you said was the truth, though. Pittsburgh basically did the same thing Tampa Bay did. Y'all waited too late, bro. Y'all got too many older players. That's the problem that I see with Pittsburgh. Plus, I had to come put my cologne on your shoe.
I heard that, man. So you think we waited too? So you also think we waited too late, as in, waited too late, as in developing younger players and new talent for a new generation?
That's what happened. I mean, think about this. A lot of players that y'all have on your team are Asian players. I mean, even Jalen Ramsey is old.
Yeah.
You feel me? Now, we may say he's a young man, but yeah, 29, that's old in football. 28, that's old.
Very, very.
You feel me? So we got to look at it from that perspective. Once you did that and you gave all these dudes top dollar contracts, that come to bite you in the long run.
For sure.
And let's keep it real. Y'all invested in Big Ben, Kenny Pickett, but let's keep it real. I mean, y'all already got Asian players, and then you go get Aaron Rodgers, who's already Asian himself.
Oh, wait, hold on. You brought up Kenny Pickett. And I like.
I had to do it.
Yeah, no, I like when people bring them up because here is why Kenny Pickett happening, right? It wasn't about Kenny Pickett being talented or being in the position of, okay, are you qualified? Are you the franchise guy? It was never about that. Kenny Pickett, and I know I'm gonna get pushback, but this is the truth. Dan Marino, a Pittsburgh guy, Pittsburgh hero, right? Went to the University of Pitt. Bad man. Got drafted to the Miami Dolphins. Rooney the second's dad, passed on Dan Marino. He passed on Dan Marino, and I forgot how he chose. Somebody let me know in the chat. But that has been the overlooming mistake of the Rooney's foundation for decades. The fact that they didn't get a Pittsburgh guy, Dan Marino.
But
yeah,
this is the question I have for you. Why did he pass? See, everybody forget. Why did he pass on Dan?
Hey, that's a good question. But you see how Dan Marino ended up? You see how Dan Marino ended up?
I understand it.
Yeah.
But they did the same thing they did Warren Sapp. They pulled out a drug thing on Dan Marino. If anybody remember that. They were saying he was smoking weed.
But see, that's why they went and got Kenny Pickett, because Kenny Pickett was at Pitt for 5 years. I mean, if you know you have something in the guy, it's not going to take for you to watch him for 5 years, and then he's playing that, bro. They literally play in the same, they literally practice at the same facility, Pitt and the Steelers. So they're right next door to each other. You've been watching this guy for 5 years. You don't need 5 years to see that he's your guy. I mean, that's just that. But he was at
Pitt. Let me make this reference. You know what y'all do a lot, do? You know what Pittsburgh do a lot? And
what's that?
I knew y'all ain't gonna like. Y'all just like Baltimore. Y'all invest more on your defense than your offense. It always has been like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you got more first round picks on your defense than you have on your offense.
Yeah.
It's always been like that.
Oh yeah. But because when you draft and you acquire in free agency for divisional play versus non-divisional, I mean, that's why they brought in Mike McCarthy to kind of change up the guard, because you saw how we went out last year. Yeah, we won a division that was cool and all, but you saw once we got to the Texans and we couldn't score the football, we couldn't do nothing. Defense got 5 takeaways. Aaron Rodgers couldn't do nothing. The offense was non-existent as the day is long, and we just got ran out.
Keep it real. Y'all should let that boy who y'all drafted last year start this year, bro. Who that is? Will Howard, y'all got?
Will Howard? Why you say that?
I'm gonna keep it real. This is just me. If you're gonna basically your offense, y'all mix with young and old. You feel me? You gotta let this man start. I mean, you invested. What he was, a 3rd round, 2nd round? I think I think he was a late round pick, but I ain't tripping. What I'm saying is, Will Howard, you got to give him a chance, bro, because Aaron Rodgers, God forbid, if he get hurt this year, who is your quarterback?
I agree, and that's why I say
next year Aaron Rodgers is gone.
Yeah,
let the man get in now.
Yeah, it's some truth to what you're saying, that he gonna have his opportunity in preseason, but with Will Howard, it's 50-50 because he could be on the outs, or he could show some promise. We don't know yet. We don't know. But
let's
we're
keep
gonna
it real. In y'all division, besides Joe Burrow, every quarterback in that division is 50-50. If you ask me, when they first came, you know what I'm saying?
What
People
you mean
wasn't
by
high
that?
on. Okay, so I'm gonna use Lamar Jackson for example. When Lamar got there, they still had your boy. What's Joe Falco? And I remember this like yesterday because we had to play them. That was like his welcome to the NFL, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
They was running him like Taysom Hill, like putting him in the game, but then taking him out. You feel me? When Falco was there. Shador Sanders with Cleveland, he's a 50-50. I don't understand how Shador could start with Cleveland Browns and never won. No disrespect to Shador, never won that. Will Howard won excuse my language. He won a national championship. Give a man a chance. That's all I'm saying.
Oh no, it's some truth to that. But Shador's start came by default because I believe Dylan Gabriel had got hurt. Yeah, yeah. I mean, but that's no slight to Shador. You know what I'm saying? Because even his Pro Bowl, that wasn't. Yeah, that was. Yeah, but not to bring
Don't
that
get me
up.
started on that.
No. We know that was by default. We know that. But I'm saying like him starting and all this conversation about him starting over Deshaun, because they gave now if you remember and go back, when they originally signed Deshaun, they gave Deshaun $235 million guaranteed. So that's a business decision. You want you want a return on your investment. So in the end, they want to know, okay, if Deshaun is healthy, if he's good to go, of course that's going to be our guy. Now, can Shador, has he shown some promise? Can he come in and actually lead the franchise? One would only know.
But that's all I'm saying. Like right now, majority of your Asian quarterbacks, and when I say Asian, I mean like Baker, who else is an Asian? Aaron Rodgers, even Russell Wilson. Majority of that time era, they gone. Aaron Rodgers is the Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Brady era. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's time to. I mean, that's my biggest problem with Pittsburgh. And like I said, I don't dislike Pittsburgh. I'm a Saints fan to the death.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You dislike Pittsburgh.
But,
you do. Be real, man. Come on, man. You up here. You gotta be real. You gotta be real, man.
Listen. It ain't that I don't like Pittsburgh. I don't like you. You feel me? It's fans like you that makes me not like you.
Bro,
but what I'm saying is,
you hate Pittsburgh. Be real, bro. You hate Pittsburgh because y'all don't have the resume. You hate Pittsburgh because New Orleans ain't got the resume that Pittsburgh got. Be real.
It's not the resolution. I told you this the other day. What did I say? I said, bro. I said my cousin played for Pittsburgh. You feel me?
What that mean?
Listen, but all my jerseys are Saints, except for one, and that's a Cardell Stewart. Okay? Now, it ain't that I don't like Pittsburgh. I don't like the fans like you. You feel me?
But
see what y'all do.
But
y'all brag about stuff that happened before we was born.
But hold up, GR3. Hold up, GR3. Do I not? Anytime you've heard me speak here or on any other platform, do I not call it down the middle?
You do. I give you that. But I feel like this. It ain't that I've said this numerous of times. It ain't that I don't think about it, bro. Keenan, Lewis, Mike Wallace, they from New Orleans. They went to Old Perry Walk.
Yeah.
I know the people that made their tape when they were coming out of high school. They seen Keenan Lewis at church before. You feel me? A couple of times. But what I'm trying to tell you is I don't not like Pittsburgh. I just don't like you. You feel me?
But look at this though. Look at this though, right? Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, he should have been gone, man. Yes, it's sad that he's our best, asset to have a winning culture this season. But you're right. We don't know what we're getting in Will Howard. But if Will Howard was to show him some promise, man, if they would have seen any inclination of promise in Will Howard, we would have seen it by now. I mean, if you ask me, Will Howard's in pretty much the same boat as that receiver from that won a national title with Michigan the other year, Roman Wilson. I'm like, bro, like you got to show us something. You've been here 3 years and you ain't shown nothing.
Okay, so I have a question. This is what I'm saying. And I'm going to keep saying this about Pittsburgh. Because Pittsburgh, they kind of, I ain't going to say they kind of, but y'all live almost in the same space.
People, bro. You got to make believe. Okay. You got to make people believe.
Y'all almost in the same category we was in with Derek Carr. And I know y'all may say, no, we not losing. No, y'all not losing. I give y'all that. You feel me? But it's a thing called you have to upgrade. Like it's a time that you got to say, man, you know what, Aaron Rodgers, it was nice last year, but we have to see what we have in these young quarterbacks because next year for sure you are gone. And where are we stuck then? Y'all stuck until a point where who's going to be our quarterback? Because when you don't have no top-notch quarterback, you best believe certain players ain't as friendly as they used to be no more. I done seen it happen with my Saints. You feel me?
Oh
You
no,
have
no,
receivers that's gonna start
yeah,
leaving.
yeah, y'all definitely
Players
had
gonna start
bounty gate.
leaving.
Yeah, y'all definitely had bounty gate, so we know y'all ain't friendly down there. Down
See,
there.
there he go. No, what I mean by
I'm
you
speaking
trying
to
to
him.
be
Keep
funny.
it real.
See,
Hey,
see
we
you
gonna
trying.
keep it real or not?
I'm gonna keep it real. I think y'all was doing bounty gate in the 70s with the steel curtain, if
How?
you ask me. You
Hey,
feel me?
hey,
I think
GR3, it's not a
Mel
crime
Blunt.
until you get caught. It's not a crime until you get caught. I'm
I
just
think
saying.
Mel Blunt was on the bounty gate. You feel me?
I
All
can't
of them.
confirm. I can't confirm nor deny any of the allegations, but it ain't a crime till you get caught.
But
But
all I'm gonna say is this: don't let your team like when Drew Brees left, right? The Saints don't become more interesting place to come to. So you
right,
top notch free agents and players that you've been had, all of a
right,
sudden they want to go because you don't have that elite quarterback. And what I'm saying is, if Aaron Rodgers get hurt, and I'm praying he don't, but if he get hurt, what happens then? I know how that feels.
right.
I done
Yeah,
had it happen. I done had it happen when your quarterback is a legend and he leave, and at one point you had every free agent wide receiver wanted to come, and then all of a sudden nobody wants to come because you still haven't found your wide receiver yet. I mean your quarterback. I'm sorry. That
yeah.
can change the whole system.
But
Think about it. When Drew Brees
but see,
left, who we
right.
went through?
But see, Aaron Rodgers has that allure because everybody saw the 4 MVPs. People saw, the numbers that he was putting up. But he's still kind of that same Aaron Rodgers, kind of. But of course, he's not the Aaron Rodgers of in his 20s or 2008, 2007, or even that Super Bowl team he had with Donald Driver and Greg Jennings. No, he's not. Of course not. But I'm saying he's the best chance, and he did decent numbers last season. But when you have a personnel like this, DK, Pittman, and Jeremy Bernard, brother, that's going to be some problems.
And I'm asking this though, and it goes back. They got a guy that me and what it was. That I can't stand. I mean, I love him, but I can't stand him. So shout out to him, Rashawn. You feel me? I'm gonna use his thing. By paper, it looked nice, but we always have to put in what happens if Aaron Rodgers get hurt.
Right.
Then what happens?
Right. No, definitely, I get your point.
The older you get, I mean, every year it takes something out you. You feel me? So what happens then? Like my thing is, I believe that Pittsburgh should go with Will Howard this year. Let Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers lose 5 games this year, please throw Will Howard in. Or even if y'all winning, he has to get those reps, bro.
I mean, yeah, like I said, he's going to get his shot. He definitely going to get his shot in preseason. I mean, but like I said, if you was drafted 2 years ago, I mean, and you won the national, I get it. He won a national title at Ohio State, but he has to show that promise. You know what I'm saying? Basically, if he was good at doing his job, Aaron Rodgers would not be here. A 43-year-old man would not be here. But
so let me ask you this: y'all drafted Will Howard last year, right?
Year before last.
I thought it was last year when Shador. They came out the same year as Shador. It was Shador, Will Howard, and Quinn Ewers.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So this is year 2. Okay, yeah, this is year 2 for.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
he never got he haven't got a shot last year. Y'all drafted him, but you already had him.
Yeah, I believe before preseason of last year, he fractured his hand or a bone in his hand, so he was unable to compete. Okay. So no, he never actually got an actual start due to injury. But I'm saying, like you have to show that promise though. It's like I say with Tyler Shaw and Kellen Moore. Now, yes, Tyler Shaw showed significant promise those last remaining games. I mean, with his QB percentage, I mean, he had a 60+% completion percentage in the majority of those games that he played. However, where that fell on Kellen Moore as a novice as the noviceness in his coaches, and if I'm using the right word, you should have had better discernment early on because Shaw could have been the guy from week one. So you had to see promise during training camp or those OTAs prior to see that Tyler was the better guy.
But that's when it becomes that I think Kellen Moore, and it's just me, he's more of a kind of like what y'all doing. Aaron Rodgers, he got the experience. That's how he felt about Spencer. Spencer had been in the lead a year above, you feel me? So he got the experience. Now, what I do say with Kellen Moore, I think it was the perfect timing for Tyler Shuck. See, I love Tyler Shuck, but the timing for him to come in was the perfect timing because he didn't have a Rashid Shaheed or Brandon Cooks or the top flight receivers. The reason then why I say it's perfect timing, because he did what he did with what he could have. There's no expectations put on him now. It's expectations for him to be better, but there's no expectations for him to fail last year either with the receivers he had. You feel me?
Gotcha.
That's what makes him better. Now, far as Aaron Rodgers, I love him. I really don't. But at the same time, he got to look at DK Metcalf. How old DK is? Like 29?
Yeah, 28, 20, I think 27 or 28. Right up there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, some receivers can last longer than others. Everybody ain't no Larry Fitzgerald.
No.
But what I'm saying is, you already got, and your boy Pittman, how old he is? Because Pittman been in the league a while too now.
Yeah, he 26, 27, same age roundabout.
Around the same age, right?
Yeah.
And then you got Bernard, who's a youngster. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is this. You gotta prepare for the future. I know this year may seem like this the year, but you gotta prepare because next year, is your boy contract over, DK?
I gotta look at it.
Because think about this: if you lose Aaron Rodgers next year, right, and you lose DK, and then let's just say I don't know how long Pittman got. Well, Pittman was traded; he wasn't picked up, right? He was traded, so his contract might be over. What I'm saying is, if all these dudes over, now you back at square one.
But see, with the pieces that we acquired in the draft, I mean, I don't know how exactly it's going to go with Caden Weston and Eli Heidenreich, your favorite guy. Your favorite Steeler. Okay, Keith, Tyrone, DK signed a 5-year. I thought it was a 3-year. Okay, Pittman signed a 3-year. DK signed a 5-year. So we got DK from Seattle 2 years back. He signed a 5-year. Okay, that was it. That was on the tip of my tongue too. I was about to pull it up. But no, we definitely adding on pieces slowly but surely. But I get that part. Yes, you definitely got to build for the future. And then I think they're resting solely more on Drew Aller than they are Will Howard because of Will Howard has he appears to have more athleticism, but as they work with him with his mechanics, footwork, and such. But Drew Aller does have an arm. I must say, yes, he very well does have an arm.
So I'm gonna say this to you, because see, I ain't never told you this. So I'm gonna go with the person you just said I like, Eli. Okay. The thing is, believe it or not, I did like Eli. I wanted the Saints to get him. You feel me? I've been knew about Eli. Only thing I'm saying is, I'm not saying the talent not there. It's that when he was drafted, at 7th round, it's hard for a 7th round to make a team. Majority of 7th round picks be on practice squad. And see, that's where it get tricky, because if he get on practice squad, anybody could steal.
So GR3, let me get this straight, GR3. You say you like Eli Heinrich?
Yeah, if you one of my closest friends. And
I knew you was lying. I knew you was lying, man.
I'm sorry, Kyler.
You a liar.
You're lying, man.
No, listen. One of my closest friends, I swear, on to the real shit. If I could call him, I would. He would tell you during the draft, I had my eye on him. It was 2 running backs I had my eye on. They had that boy Washington from Arkansas, and they had him. Now, To be honest, I just knew he was gonna go undrafted, and I was like, if he get undrafted, maybe the Saints might snatch him. But when I seen him, because I seen when he got drafted, when he had on his Navy uniform, walking across the stage, I seen all that.
Man,
Yeah,
you was watching
I liked him.
ESPN. Man, you was watching ESPN.
Yo,
You wasn't even watching the draft. That
Moving forward. Never say never, but never.
Man, you telling stories, man. Come on, bro. GR3. GR3, you muted.
Oh, my bad. They muted me. Okay, so you ain't never heard me say this. Every year, I'm a football fanatic. Every year, I have an NFL draft. All my people come over, a party. I look at the draft, even the rest of the days. I ain't got nothing else better to do. So what I'm saying is, bro, I looked at the draft. I know he a 7th-round pick. I know exactly who you were talking about when you kept on. That's why me and you started getting into it. But at the same time, I just see it's going to be hard for him. That's all I'm saying.
Oh no,
he's a running back.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be tough. I mean, he getting running back and wide receiver reps, but like I say,
you see where I'm coming from,
right? I do. I very well do. But he's multi-purpose. You know how like not comparing him to Reggie Bush or Christian, but I'm saying he has multi-purpose usage. You know what I'm saying? So you can be an asset at the kick return, at the punt return, or during the special teams, or even in the red zone work. But
all I'm saying is this: when I say that he might not be on the team, it ain't due to his talent. It's due to where he was drafted. Because think about this: let's just say he do make the team, and y'all put him on the practice squad. You cannot afford to put him on the practice squad because somebody's gonna take him. You can't much afford to let him go through waivers.
No, he gonna make the 53, man. He gonna make the 3. And just a second, GL3, not to cut you off. Man, shout out to Eric Jordan. Eric Jordan, man, I appreciate you, big dog, man. I appreciate you for the cash out, bro. Salute to you, man. You are the show sponsor, man. Salute to Eric Jordan. What's good with you, bro? Hopefully you having a good day, bro.
I get it. I get it.
Salute to you, Eric Jordan. Appreciate you, big dog. But yeah, if you're not subscribed, man, hit that like button, like, share, subscribe to the channel, support the show, man. Hit that cash up, Steelmatic 001, Steelmatic 001. Salute to you. Appreciate y'all being here. But nah, GR3, you right though, bro. If you do put him on the practice squad, man, somebody definitely will get him. I think Dallas will swoop in there and pick him up, or somebody like San Fran, or even the Panthers maybe. But no, he definitely has usage, bro. He definitely has very much usage, because we got a guy, man, that won the kick returner of the year twice, Caden Wedgen, that's going to be a beast at that kick return slot, bro. So, Eli definitely has multi-usage, man. Both of them do.
I never did say, now, as much as I talk about him, I never did say the boy not talented. I said he played in a weak conference. You feel me?
No,
and that's another thing that plays a part.
But yes, still, and I don't even have a bias about it. But I'm saying, like, if he was one of those guys that went to those mid majors and he led all categories, like receiving touchdowns, receptions, brother, it's something to be said about that. That just doesn't show you just another guy. You just somebody. You just a walk on and you just privileged. Nah, that says you can play. You're qualified. You're worthy of being drafted. Or if you was a UDFA, you earned your place. You earned your spot.
And I'm not saying that because my greatest wide receiver was a 7th-round pick, and he went to a small school, Marcus Colston. Shout out to all my Hoodats. But what I'm saying is, it's a long shot. Like when Marcus came, people don't understand. The Saints had Joe Horn and Dante Stallworth.
Yep.
You feel me? We traded Dante to let Colston start his rookie year. So I get it. It could happen. It's just a long shot. That's all I be saying. I just seen talent. We had a running back last year that we took undrafted named Marcus Jones. And if you go look up Marcus was unbelievable oh my God, but he went to a small school.
Right.
And he didn't make the team. God knows I was his biggest supporter. Like, man, he gonna be on the team. You feel me? He could do kick returns. He could do this. And that's why I say it's a long shot when you're that low, especially when you went to a small, because people already got it against you that you went to a small program. I'm not saying Navy small, but it's small compared to football.
Yeah, he was matter of fact, I think he's 6'1", but AB was like 5'10". But AB was a monster, bro. I mean, Steve Smith 2.0. But the thing about that, I think AB came out like 6th round or something like that. But you saw when he came into the game at 2011 from 2011 on up, man, destroying everybody. I mean, it was crazy.
Oh man, AB was a hell of a player. But all I'm saying is, this has been my biggest thing. How often do we see that happen?
Right.
Like, that's every blue moon.
Yeah, it's a rarity. It's a rarity for sure. But he gonna come in and work for sure. What's good, Commander? Salute to you, man. How you feeling today? How you doing, man? Salute to you. Let me get a couple of dogs in here, man. I know you ain't no Browns fan, man. Dogs. If you're a Browns fan or a Georgia Bulldog, man, I'm like, brother, you gotta go jump in the ocean with great white shorts, bro. Now I'm joking. I'm messing with you, bro. Pull up, man. Pull up, man.
So let me ask you this: are you gonna get that Eli jersey when he drops?
Hey, let me break in for a second, fellas. Let me break in for a sec. Hey, Saints fan, you hilarious, bro. I don't think I know you, but you hilarious, man. Honda, I'll try and see you in these other YouTube streets when you do collabs with different people. I'll try and catch you then. Also, I haven't been in the chat for a long time on your channel because for some reason, every time I put something in the chat, y'all don't see it. And then if I refresh the chat, my comment just disappears. So I don't know if I'm blocked or whatever. I've had this for like 2 months now. But I will check you out. Yeah, I'll check you out another time, man. And hey, go black and gold until you get my way. But you know what I want you to do. Win the division, keep Baltimore out. And with that, everybody have a good season. And hey, man, let's get it started. September's a long way away.
Oh, yeah.
Long way away. But when it gets here, that's when life begins. So y'all take it easy, bros. And I'm gone.
Absolutely, bro. And also, Stephen, man, join the Discord, bro. Join the Discord also.
Gian, I'm on your Discord. You ain't never on there. I see everybody on there but you.
Oh, I do be on there, man. I got it. All right, man. I'm gonna hit that link, man. I'm gonna hit that link, bro. I'll be on there.
Right. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. All right, y'all take it easy, man. I'll catch y'all later, man.
All right, bro. Appreciate
All
you,
right, man. Be good.
Yes, sir.
But you getting that Eli jersey when he dropped, Honda?
Yeah, man. I rock with Eli, bro, man. I think he has a lot of upside, man, and a lot to offer, man. And honest truth, bro, I just think that now Mike McCarthy. Now this new wave of coaches, but I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna keep it this here, right? Mike McCarthy's West Coast offense is tailor-made for everybody on our roster, bro. Everybody on our roster can eat. So it's not like you know when it comes to slants, shallow crosses, or even the deep ball, or even the jet sweeps or the handoffs, bro. Everybody can eat in this West Coast offense because this personnel is a lot for everybody to eat. I mean, everybody can cause the diversions and such. Because I'm like, brother, I mean, understand that you got DK, Pittman, and guess what? They don't need to be every down receivers either. So they're still gonna be productive, and even though they don't have to be every down receivers, but you got guys like Caden and Eli that could be assets in that West Coast offense as well. And also, there's another thing about Eli and Caden. They're two of the fastest guys on the team, on the roster. So unless you have faster guys.
Well, what I'm gonna say on speed,
You
What I
got, yeah,
say
you
on
need speed.
speed,
You got to have speed. I mean,
you
if you don't
need
have no
speed,
speed, then, yeah.
but sometimes speed can kill you though. I done
Hey,
seen
bro.
players that was speed. Like I'm gonna use Ted Ginn. Ted Ginn was one of the fastest players I ever seen. But at the same time, his ability to catch wasn't that good. You feel me?
Right.
He had to learn. I'd have seen Joey Galloway was one of the fastest players I ever seen coming out of Ohio State. But he had to learn. And that's all I'm saying. Like me, I value speed, but that's the difference between me and some people. Speed don't always determine what you are. People be like, oh, well, Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice the greatest receiver, but he wasn't that fast at all. He had good football speed,
Well,
but he
when I say
wasn't no burner.
well, when I say speed, GR3, I mean speed for the offense. Speed to like
Okay.
take the top off the offense and take the top off. I'm sorry, take the top off the defense. You know, push the safeties and stretch the field. You know, in a sense to
Okay, so I
where
got a question for you. I'm gonna do
yes.
you like you do us. Where do you see Pittsburgh in this division?
Oh man, I have us winning the division again. I have us going 12-5 on the regular season. Um, as far as because I just think that yes, it's going to take time to materialize, you know, the first couple weeks, but of course we got the Boswell bailout, so he's going to kick numerous field goals for us to win and maybe squeak out wins, but definitely have us going 12-5.
Okay. Another thing, is Mike McCarthy the long term coach, or is he just there for Aaron Rodgers?
I think he's just here for Aaron Rodgers and the fact that he is indeed from Pittsburgh. I mean, to be honest, man, I wasn't the one really in favor of McCarthy, but you know his track record and the West Coast offense is a tide turn from Tomlin's era, and I think it's going to give us more of a scoring prowess and be so that we can be more dangerous. So
Now
we
I'm
can
not gonna
actually
sit
be
here
a
in
point.
front and say he don't have a good offense. I mean, Mike McCarthy, believe it or not, he was the Saints offensive coordinator at one time. He took us to our first playoff win. Um, the only problem I have with Mike McCarthy, and this is why I see with Pittsburgh, is he the long term or just short term?
Nah, he'll
That's
be
all
short.
I ask.
Yeah, I believe he's gonna be short term. I believe he's gonna be short term because he's 64 years old, man, and I just think he's on the back end. I think this is last hurrah because, like I said, he's from Pittsburgh originally. So I mean, because I look at it this way. I look at it as a point of entitlement because I'm like, how this dude get the coach for all three prestigious franchises from Green Bay to Dallas to Pittsburgh? I mean, he has a winning
No,
pedigree. Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
and let's not forget, he was also with the 49ers at one time too. But he wasn't the head coach, but he was before he went to Dallas, he was with the 49ers, if I'm not mistaken. So he did it all. I mean, the dude been in the league since probably nineties, the late nineties.
Mm. Okay.
And like I say, coming from a guy like people talk about he developed Aaron Rodgers. Well, as a Saints fan, and I'm not gonna say this guy was great, but he developed Aaron Brooks for us. You feel me? So I'm gonna add that to his chest. The dude has a great offense. I'd have seen it, Lord knows, when he was here that year for us, Lord. But the only thing I have a problem with is he just there for Aaron Rodgers? Because let's just say your team get the clicking on his offense. Then let's say Aaron Rodgers retires next year, and then he says, "Well, you know what? I'm done too now. I just wanted to finish with
I mean,
Aaron
why
Rodgers."
would you not? I mean, I would agree with him. I mean, dude, you're 64 years old. How long you want to do this? Everybody don't want to be Dick LeBeau or Tom Coughlin and being a year
Okay.
all these years. I mean, if you look at it, the owner had to fire Tom Coughlin from the Giants, if I'm not mistaken, because he didn't want to retire. They had to fire Dick LeBeau because these guys are just addicted to the game like that. So I mean, but I don't see McCarthy staying around long at all, man. I see them bringing in somebody like a Joe Brady or like somebody of that caliber. You know, I thought they should have did that when they moved on from Mike Tomlin, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna keep it real. The best thing that's coming out of this is that y'all finally do have an offensive minded coach. like I know a lot of people disagree with me on this and be like, well, why? I know some people like defensive head coaches. I don't. I'm a fan of offensive head coach. You can get a good defensive coordinator.
For sure.
You feel me?
So,
A
Commander,
defensive coach, it never works.
oh, for sure. Commander, what you talking about? Panthers must be one of them 5 losses. Absolutely not, sir. Absolutely.
Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you are entitled to.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. No, sir. And we're gonna get into the matchups a little later. But yeah, man. But with these, but you're absolutely right, GR3, man. And also with these OTAs, man. You know, everybody trying to get the chemistry on, and especially with our offensive line, man. You know, it's just one of those frightful things of where you see a guy 43, but that can still perform like an Aaron Rodgers, but when your O-line is greener than Easter grass, and it is what it is.
So that's your worry? That's your worry? Your offensive line? That's your worry?
Absolutely. 1,000%. I'm very concerned about our O-line. You think about it. Our O-line is young, and it's more so a bad thing than a good thing, because here's the thing, and I'm going to pull up the numbers, because Aaron Rodgers was sacked 29 times last year, bro. 29 times, bro. As a 40-plus-year-old quarterback, he was sacked. Let me see. Hold on 1 second, bro.
So you basically telling me that's why he took long to sign that contract? Because he was thinking about those sacks?
I mean, but you got to realize this is a young man's sport for a reason, bro. So
true.
So okay, so just because Brady come back at 45 and win a Super Bowl, that don't necessarily equate to you coming back at 40 plus, because y'all body ain't the same. Y'all didn't sustain the same injury. Y'all didn't take the same hits. So
true.
And everybody not like Troy Aikman that has been, that's a walking, not to call Troy Aikman a walking concussion, but he had his share of hits now. But this is still a young man's sport for a reason. And I'm going to pull this up right quick, bro. Hold up 1 second. Yeah, y'all hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. Join the channel, man. Salute to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. So let's look at this, man. Let's look at this. All right. So last year, let me see if we could see this. I hope I ain't in the way. Uh-oh. All right. So let me see. Yeah, Commander, man. Come on up, Commander, and air your grievances, man. Come on up and air your grievances, bro. That dude a trip, man. That dude wow. Nah, he good dude, though, man. So let's look at it, right? So Aaron Rodgers, they currently in OTAs right now, but Aaron Rodgers, man, last season, 327 completions out of 498 attempts, had a 65 plus passing completion percentage, third 322 yards, not bad for a 40 plus year old. I mean, however, with DK being his primary and pretty much only consistent option last year, which they had to restructure Frymove's contract and save 5.3 million. 5.3 on the cap. But which originally they gave him 80 million for the next 4 years, next 2 years. But he hasn't been Frymove hasn't been a consistent weapon. But point being, Metcalf has been the only one that's been consistent. 24 touchdowns, 24 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. I mean, I wouldn't call it trash for a 40 plus quarterback, but definitely those numbers will double under McCarthy's West Coast offense. I mean, but indeed he was sacked 29 times, bro. So yes, that gives me concern for our O-line. That does definitely give me concern for our offensive line.
So while you looking up the sacks, I want you to do me a favor while you got it up there. look
What
at
up?
the quarterback hits. How many hits did he take? Not just sacks, like quarterback hits. How many hits did he take last year? You need to show that too, because just because you didn't get sacked, that don't mean he still didn't get hit in the backfield. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm saying, I'm saying that they have to do a better job getting to him. Like, no, not getting to him. So that's slide protection. But the reason why we went and got Rico Dowdle from Carolina, so that we can have those quick. Now, Rico Dowdle's more so. I compare him to, he's kind of D'Angelo Williams-esque to me a bit, because it's his running savvy, but he's still a 1,000-yard rusher. So he's going to be, but see, not that, and not even that if we need our running game to be, so superb, it only has to be decent, because that passing attack is going to be there all day. So,
So this
that
the question I have for you. Is your offensive line set for running or is it set for blocking
oh
the
no, they
pass?
definitely
Because
go ahead.
if they're not, I mean, you saying you scared of your offensive line. Is there a good running offensive line?
I mean, they're decent. I mean, it's mixed. It's mixed sources when it comes to their ranking. I mean,
And the only reason I'm asking that because you could have a good running back, but if you already having trouble with offensive line blocking for your passing, I can only imagine what it looked like. Coming firsthand, we had Alvin Kamara,
right,
and that offensive line was horrible.
right.
You can't pass, you can't run. What happens then? I don't care if you got Walter Payton back there. You ain't getting in the end zone when the running back. You feel me? If you ain't got no offensive line, that's all I'm saying.
No, but they say Broderick Jones could be on the trading block, but that we're gonna get into that here in a second. But no, they are nice. They are a nice running combo, and I think over the weeks they're going to improve even more. But they definitely have to keep Aaron Rodgers protected for sure.
That's why I keep bringing up about him getting hurt, because I remember last year they were saying for an older guy, him getting hit like that,
Yeah, I'm saying because the other year he had that Achilles tear when he was with the Jets, and then he broke his non-throwing arm last year and came back 2 weeks later. So yeah, man, we definitely gotta keep him protected and such, man, because I mean that's just my bad. So because that's the thing, man.
You go.
Because that's the thing when when you have to rely on a guy like Aaron, a guy that's 40 plus, but I mean it is what it is. But see, I agree with you in a sense when it comes to like a Will Howard and him getting this shot and him being productive and in the mix. But I'm like, what are you showing? What are you not doing? What have you not? What part of your talent has not translated for them to see that, okay, you're worthy of a shot, Like,
so this is the $1 million question. And I know this is gonna probably be off the hand, but I'm gonna go ahead on and say it. Let's say we just gonna put this out there. If Aaron Rodgers get hurt, like you say, he missed 2 weeks last year, right? Let's say Aaron Rodgers get hurt and miss 3 weeks.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. He missed one game. That was against Chicago.
1 game. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just say he missed 3 weeks this year, getting hurt. Okay. This is my $1 million question. And let's say they put Will Howard in and Will Howard ball. Do you put Aaron Rodgers back in when he get healthy?
Well, that varies. How's the offense looking? What's our analytics looking like? What is the?
That's why I say it's clicking. Like everything. Put it like this. Let's say Aaron Rodgers was. I'm gonna say. Let's say the 4th game. Let's say y'all. I'm not putting it out there, but I'm gonna put it out there. Let's say y'all 2-2. All right. And let's say Aaron Rodgers get hurt in that 5th game, and let's say those 3 games y'all 3-0 with Will Howard. I mean, dude, the offense is booming. Do you take out Will Howard for the greater glory of Aaron Rodgers?
GR3, I got to be real with you, bro. I got to go back and put Aaron Rodgers in. You know why? You know why?
Okay, why?
It's my team. It's my quarterback.
That's my quarterback, man.
But look, this is the question though. All I'm saying is this, bro. I mean, if the man, I'm gonna put it like this. I remember, and I don't like to brag on old things, but I remember the Saints got Jeff Blake like in the 2000s. Okay, Mike McCarthy was our offensive coordinator. Jeff Blake, I think we had went like 7-2 or something like that, or 8-2 with Jeff Blake. Jeff Blake got hurt. I'll never forget, and that's when Aaron Brooks came in. And when Aaron Brooks came in, he was lighting things. I mean, running. He was doing things we never saw before. You know what I'm saying? Even to the point that when Jeff Blake got healthy, they was like, nah, we keeping Aaron in. You feel me? All I'm saying is, if Will Howard show you that, I'm just saying I don't wish nothing bad on Aaron Rodgers. But if Will Howard show you 3 games, he go 3-0, and let's say his quarterback rating is 101. You feel me? We still got to take him out for the greater glory of Aaron Rodgers?
I mean, because if it's reads that he's not making and certain plays that he's not making, like if he can't get us splash plays, if he can't get us like it's all about production. I mean, and then the type of production and how you're going about getting it. Now, if you just gradually move, if you're just a gradual chain mover and a good game manager, and you can keep other superior quarterbacks off the field, that's a great talent to have, and that's a talent that every quarterback should have, because I think that's what beat Caleb Williams in the postseason against the Rams last year when he went up against Matthew Stafford. He couldn't keep Matthew Stafford off the field. Now, if that's a talent that Will Howard can acquire versus having a solid arm to where he go back and forth with different QBs and such, hey, that's a varying thing. But but I'm saying Will Howard has to show an inkling of that, and I just don't think Howard's talent fully translated from college to pro. I don't think so.
All I'm saying is, they said the same thing about Sam Bradford.
Yeah.
He just won the Super Bowl. All I'm saying is this.
Oh, whoa. Sam Bradford ain't won the Super Bowl.
I mean, not Sam Bradford. I'm going to say Sam Darnold. I'm sorry. Sam Darnold. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They said the same thing about him. My bad. I'm sorry. What I'm saying is, if he's the 3-0 and he's showing you I'm talking about high scoring, doing his thing, you still going to sit him down for Aaron Rodgers, knowing that Aaron Rodgers will be gone next year?
Absolutely, bro.
It's my team. It's my quarterback.
This dude gonna stop with that. That's my quarterback.
Yeah, that's my quarterback, man. Hey, Izzy, man, you gonna stop? Izzy, if you gonna talk trash, come up, hit that link, bro, and come up and talk, bro. You don't talk. You don't get.
Come on, Izzy. Thank you, Izzy.
Talk about Aaron Rodgers, man. You do not get to talk
about
Aaron
really?
Rodgers, bro. Watch your mouth, man.
It don't work. All I'm saying is though.
But no, he definitely need reps, man. And then, but can he beat out Drew Aller though? Is the question. Because listen, man. I mean, as far as Drew Aller go, you got a guy that can see over the line, a guy that has that's more athletic than you, a guy that's taller than you, bigger than you, have a more powerful arm than you. I mean, some guys is just a bona fide backup. It's nothing wrong with that. But I mean, at the end of the day, Will Howard has not shown or gave the Steelers franchise that nod to say, yeah, he ready. Yeah, he
the
ready.
Man only been there. That's why I said he didn't get to play last year. All I'm saying is this. Look, somebody said, yes, he'll beat. I know he would too, but apparently my boy Honda don't. But it's okay. I'm glad y'all said that, chat. What I'm saying is this. If this man was to get in the game, man, let's say this man gets your, and I'm going to say this again, get your offense clicking like it haven't been clicking nowhere, no near the way it was clicking with Aaron Rodgers. You're telling me that you still will bench him for the greater glory of Rodgers?
I mean, it's just some things. I mean, Roger still got that arm power though, bro. Roger still got that. He still got that bug of where he can make those pinpoint passes. Go back and watch. Go back and watch Rogers' highlights, man. I want to pull it up here, but I do, but I don't. But if you go back and watch, you know, how Aaron Rodgers moves in the pocket, how he makes his passes. Well, don't pay attention to too much of how he moves because he's slower than frozen molasses going backwards. But how he makes his passes and how, because he never been athletic, he never had an athletic bone in his body. But the fact of the matter that he can make those passes, he can still play. Now he got you see all the weapons that Rodgers has. That's what he has come back for. So yes, if he was to get hurt and if he was to come back healthy, yes, you put Aaron Rodgers back in without a drop of a dime.
See, and that's why I say you're gonna be stuck in purgatory.
No, we not. No, we not.
Because my thing is, if the car is going while it's hot, bro, let it go. If Will Howard come out there, he gets your team to rally, knowing that y'all still got him on a rookie year deal, and Aaron Rodgers will be gone next year. You tell Aaron Rodgers, look, man, get on the bench. Let this man go because that's your future.
Bro, I understand that. But see, it's going to be so much commotion. And also the fans, when the fans get to talking and the alumni get to talking and people stop coming to the games, Rooney not going to have that, bro. Rooney, you not about to mess with Rooney pockets, bro. As cheap as he is, you not about to mess with his pockets, bro. That's what you not about to do. So
basically, you trying to say you wouldn't want to ruin his fun, Mr. Cheapskate.
Exactly. You got to go Home Alone too. Yeah, you got to go Home Alone too. Yes, sir. Not to spoil your fun, Mr. Cheapskate. Yes, sir.
Mr. Cheapskate.
Yes, sir. That dude is the ultimate cheapskate, bro.
All I'm saying is this, and what I notice about fans and even alumni, long as you're winning, they don't care. As long as Howard winning, they wouldn't care. Nobody's, and I hate to say this, nobody's loyal to the player. They only loyal to the logo, man.
Oh, that's it. That is it. And also, man, when you got people that's calling for, okay, so I'm gonna take it to the Browns for a second, right? Because everybody saw how they did Shador, right? How you a top 3 quarterback in the draft and you get drafted 5th round. That's insane. But on down to they select Dell and Gabriel, and then they get Shador, or however which way that went, right? So you at the point where when you go in the stadiums or when you go into the locker room, Shador got the juice. Shador is the man. Shador jerseys is everywhere, bro. I'm like, bro, I don't even like watching Bears games, but I watch a Bears game. Shador jerseys everywhere, bro. It's crazy. But you know,
I'm glad you brought up Cleveland because I'm gonna go to them. You know why Shador? See, people trying to live through Shador through his daddy, and that's one thing I don't like.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's okay though. I understand people love Dion. Let's go it on, Dion. But people got to come to realization that there's a reason. Now, some of the reasons I don't want to get into, but there's a reason why he was picked the way he was picked. You feel me? It ain't no such thing as, oh, he was just a great quarterback. Because, see, this what gets me, Honda. I hear so many people cry over Shador should have never felt that low. He should have been a first round, first pick. What have Shador won in college? Please tell me.
I mean, but right, I get it, but yet still the ranking where they had him ranking. Now okay, so I'm glad you said that because here we go, and not the rabbit hole, but here we go.
Well, what's going on, Gihanna? What's going on, GR3?
Oh, what's good, broski, man?
How you doing, man?
What's up, man?
What's good with you, man? I'm gonna make this point right quick, broski. I'm gonna let you have it. All right.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So GR3, back to what you just said about Shador. So you said what Shador done in college, but you got Arch Manning at the University of Texas, and they giving him all the praise, talking about Heisman, talking such. They be like, bro, what has this dude done? But to Shador's defense, his numbers actually match the ranking, though.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this. You being from, where you from, I'd have been out there a couple of times. It never did. I'd have been to a farm, and it never did hurt me to see a chicken come back home to roost. You feel me? And I'm gonna tell you why I see this. Everybody so hell bent about Shador not being a first round pick because he's Shador and his rank. Well, let's keep it real here. I'm looking at Quinn Ewers and I'm looking at Will Howard. And let's be real here. Go look at their numbers. And he played in a tougher conference than Shador. And his numbers was better. But you know what I don't hear? I don't hear people saying, well, Will Howard should have been drafted in the first round. He won the national championship. I don't hear people saying, well, Quentin Evans should have been drafted higher than what he was. No, I'm tired of this. Shador is only Deion Sanders' son. He has not proved nothing. And I'm going to tell you this, for all you Cleveland fans, y'all get mad all you want. But I'm going to tell you this. Shador Sanders, he's not an elite quarterback. You got a quarterback that's been playing on the same system since he was in junior high. He's been playing the same system since he was in junior high. And he never did nothing great with it then. What make you think he'll do it now?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, man. Like, he's got to cut the cord with his dad at some point. You know what I mean? Like, come on. He's never not played for him. He played in the shitty ass Big 12 where they don't play defense. I'm not trying to knock him, and I'm not even saying he doesn't have a chance to be good. But I mean, if you're going to talk about what really brought him down, like his interviews, he was playing fucking video games when he was interviewing with like the Giants. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, he wanted to, like, he had his little fake rap stage set up during the draft. Like what are you trying to prove, man? Like, come on, you're trying to get way ahead of yourself, act way too big, like you're something. Let's see if you're something without your daddy around. But yeah, but like Will Howard, right? So my quarterbacks last year in the draft, I loved Will Howard. I loved Tyler Shuck. And I see a Saints fan in the chat popping off. But I mean, I really genuinely was like, Will Howard and Shuck are going to be franchise quarterbacks. So the fact that Will Howard gets to sit behind Rodgers for possibly 2 seasons, and he's going to have McCarthy as his coach, when he gets his chance, he's going to be fucking ready. I'm telling you this right now. This guy's a winner. He played 5 years in school. He learned that offense at Ohio State when he transferred to Ohio State. Picked that up. So he threw for, like 35 touchdowns, had like 8 or 9 or something. He had a lot of rushing touchdowns. Like, played 5 years in college. He's the same size as Allard. That's the thing. They're both like 6'4", like 235, 240. He can move better than Allard.
I have a question. I'm saying, like, because I mean, you're a Pittsburgh fan. I got a question for you.
No, I'm a Bears fan. But I like the Steelers too. Like, I was born in Pittsburgh. So let me ask you this. I get you. So let me ask you this. Let's just see, because I asked G Honda this, and he keep hitting. That's my quarterback. You feel me? Let's say Aaron Rodgers get hurt for 3 games, right? And you put Will Howard in, and Will Howard just has the Steelers offense blazing. Do you sacrifice and put Will Howard back on the bench for the greater glory of Aaron Rodgers, or do you let Will Howard cook and let Aaron Rodgers ride it out on the bench, knowing he's going to be gone next year? I'll tell you what, that'd be quite a dilemma for Mr. Mike McCarthy now, wouldn't it? But yeah, I mean, honestly, man, it's one of those things. Like, it depends what kind of injury Aaron Rodgers has, because you know how sometimes, like, he'll try to come back even though he'll say he's 100% or something. He's not 100%.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if it hits the ground, if the offense is moving, like, to me, the offense is moving. I'm leaving the kid in. Now, I don't know how Aaron Rodgers would take that, though. See, that's the other thing, right? Like, Aaron Rodgers is kind of like, I'm not going to be a backup to a kid. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what would happen then. But
Roney wouldn't have that. Roney wouldn't allow that, because people come to see Aaron Rodgers, man. I mean, and then of course that West Coast offense is going to be electrifying. I mean, especially with the personnel that we have. So
you got to understand, Will Howard literally played 5 years in college, right? He already sat behind. What the heck? What the hell's going on there? Who is that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who that is, man. That's wild.
Is that like Mario with a hat on backwards? This is some paisan, right? But yeah. So like Will Howard, man, 5 years of college, already sat for 1 year. I mean, if he sits half a season, Aaron Rodgers goes down. Will Howard goes in and starts lighting it up. You leave the kid in. I'm sorry, you leave the kid in. You do. You know what I mean? Because didn't Roethlisberger win a Super Bowl his second year in the league?
Yep.
Yeah, there you
My
go.
point is that
Enough said.
That's
right?
all I'm saying. I mean,
the kid's a winner. The kid is a winner. He's got all the X factors.
If it happens, G Honda, I know you're gonna say that's your quarterback, but you got to look towards the future. Eventually, the fans might be hurt, but look, for every fan that you lose, you bounce back with 2 every year.
But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing, GR3. So if you win the starting job, but if you don't have the locker room, now I'm gonna tie this to the San Diego Chargers when they had Drew Brees and Phillip Rivers. They understood Phillip Rivers was better for the program, but was better for the system. So, Drew Brees had to go ahead and jump ship. So if DK, Pittman, and Bernard, if the receiving core not feeling what's going on, of course you got to make those adjustments, because of course, as they're not feeling what's going on and not vibing with you and don't have that chemistry, so what are we doing? So we trying to compete. We trying to compete.
Wouldn't it be great though? Like let's say that situation plays out. Aaron Rodgers starts, he gets hurt. Will Howard comes in, starts lighting it up, and then maybe Will Howard gets hurt, and Aaron Rodgers is ready. I mean, wouldn't it? I mean, you can't really have a better backup quarterback than Aaron Rodgers. It wouldn't matter if he was on the bench, on sideline for 10 weeks. He'd come back and he'd be ready.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Is this. I ain't trying to compare a movie to it, but if you ever seen the movie Any Given Sunday, when Willie Beeman got in there, you feel me? He took over. The offense was banging. But then you want to sit me down once Cap Rooney came and say, for the greater glory of Cap Rooney? No, we can't. You got to go with the future. If Will Howard come in there, let's say he play 4 games and he take off and your offense is booming, you cannot say, well, Aaron Rodgers held it now. Will Howard get back on the bench.
But there's
you can't do it.
But see, there's the flip side to the coin, GR3. You throwing up in the huddle and such, and then you changing up plays, and you throwing off everybody's rhythm. And now DK can't be productive. Darnell and Firemove can't be productive. You got the whole thing. It's a whole cluster. So,
but let me ask you this: long as you win,
I mean, but
that's what matters.
But right. But
no matter which quarterback is in there, they're going to have weapons to throw to. That's the thing. The Steelers got 3 nice receivers, 2 nice tight ends, a couple of running backs who can catch.
Nah, but we need A-Rod in there, man. Let's be real, man. We all saw what happened to us against the Texans last year, bro. And then, not to mention, all these years getting bounced out the first round. So,
yeah, I think their O-line, I'm not saying it's going to be one of the best in the league, but I think it should be a little better this year. I do, man. So, like, in Aaron Rodgers, unless he gets injured in camp or whatever, like, he's going to be the starter week 1. So, like, no matter how good Will Howard looks in camp and preseason, Aaron Rodgers is starting, you know what I'm saying? So that's the given, and I totally get that, and that's fine. That's why they brought him back. But that would be something else.
They've been giving me man. I've been getting heck from everybody, man, about us getting bounced out the first round of playoffs. Not to mention, if we had a good season, a productive regular season or not, man. They just look at
playoffs. Don't talk about it. Playoffs.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, no,
that's exactly what we say.
But the thing is,
exactly what we say.
Playoffs. Don't talk about it.
Playoffs. You can't get flack from Ravens fans because you've dominated that team for the last handful of years.
I am saying we dominated, man. Look.
Probably like the last 8 years, honestly. It's been a long time, man. You guys have you guys have been crushing them for a while.
Man, bro, we made Ray Rice not want to play no more.
I will never get to play.
Well,
Wow.
yeah, Ray Rice. Yeah, that's a whole different different story. But
we're not gonna touch it. We're gonna leave that alone.
But shit, man. Yeah, I mean, so I know 336 is in the chat. I actually go on some Panthers podcasts. I've spoken with him before. You know what I mean? Like the Panthers losing Rico Dowdle. Like I say, Rico Dowdle saved Bryce Young's career last year. He put that team on his back for like a month straight, like in the middle of this. Like it was like weeks 5 through 9, I think. He put that team on his back. He literally won them games. He won like 3 games for him. Like I'm not even kidding. Like he freaking won them games.
Well, you Carolina fans, listen.
Yeah, like Chubba Hubbard ain't doing that. Yeah. Bryce Young's not doing that. Bryce Young's not putting the team on his back and carrying them anywhere. He needs to have a perfect setup around him. Like, you know what I mean? Chubba Hubbard or Chuba Hubbard, Chubba Bubba Bubble Hubbard, he's not doing that. You know what I mean? Rico Dowdle can do that. So now that he has a running back he can actually split carries with, and if Johnson, the kid from Iowa, actually ends up doing anything, Rico, you got to keep Rico, you know, kind of fresh or at least kind of healthy for the end of the season. Because if they could do that, that's gonna be a weapon right there.
I love it.
I'm just like not. I can't say. I mean, I'm just wondering, like, what part of Will Howard, like, hasn't translated for them to say, okay, because it's a bunch of mixed messages, right? Because they don't know, because they know they want to keep Mason and Rudolph around for contingency, but.
So you're saying you don't think the Steelers have faith in Will Howard so far? Is that what you're saying?
Not entirely. Not to an
entire. Because I thought what I was hearing is they were going to get ready to start him this year if they didn't sign Aaron Rodgers.
I believe in that. It's about as much as the tender that they put on Rodgers to go sign with another team. I didn't believe that none whatsoever. Like, I'm just like, even when he came back from his hand injury, like, I'm not saying that he doesn't have the mechanics and the tools. I mean, he clearly does. But I'm like, with the personnel that you're building in the additions that you are making, like, why did he not get his shot earlier? That's what I'm saying.
Why didn't he? Because he was a rookie and they had Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I'm not. Well, I'm saying, but like, you know, if he's seen promise,
thank you.
Like, I mean, they didn't sign Aaron Rodgers last year. It's the same thing this year. They didn't sign him to start a rookie. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't going to start a rookie over Aaron Rodgers.
No, I mean, even when Aaron Rodgers, I knew that, but I'm saying even when Aaron Rodgers got hurt the week they played the Bears, like, you know, they went ahead and went with Mason because you know,
I think Howard was hurt too then, wasn't he?
No, he was available. He
was coming back from injury or something. That's probably why.
He was 2 months removed from that hand injury, if I'm not mistaken.
Was he? Okay, yeah. I mean, maybe they just felt like they felt more comfortable with Mason. I don't know. They knew they could probably run the ball in the Bears. So, you know what I mean?
And it was a different coaching staff too. You got to look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good point. So, well, what about the other side of the ball? How do you think the Steelers' defense is looking?
Defense this year, I think we're going to have some anomalies, man. I think the secondary, we really beat up the secondary going to get Dalen Everett out of Georgia and RSJ, Robert Spears Jennings out of Oklahoma. I think they're going to work complementary with JPJ and Jamel Dean. And that front seven, well, you already know what that front seven brings to the table. But I think our defense is going to have more turnovers. I think we're going to do better in the pass coverage. I mean, you're not going to see JPJ get cooked in man as much. But nah, man, I think our defense is going to be far better though, especially our secondary. I mean, we don't have Minka Fitzpatrick back there, but I think we're going to get more turnovers in the secondary in the pass.
Yeah, I think if your front seven can stay healthy, yeah, they'll be pretty good, man. They'll be fine.
Oh yeah. So and also, y'all, I wanted to touch on something else, man. I wanted to touch on some likely trades. Now, this was something I was actually talking about. And I was speaking on when our early on, like prior to the draft, right? You know, and this was when they was doing all the speculating about Aaron Rodgers coming back or them even putting a tender on Aaron Rodgers, right? So I actually thought we should have traded up Highsmith, you know, or one of our defensive assets to move up to take like a Ty Simpson, because I have a bit of a bias when it comes to quarterbacks, you know, that play in the SEC. I think they're more NFL ready and more tougher. I could be wrong. However, I did think Ty Simpson was the more NFL ready quarterback. That's just my opinion. But so allegedly, and this year, so Highsmith, he's actually coming up for his final year, and he's on the salary for on $14.5 million. He's came up numerous times to the front office. You know, they thought they could clear up. Now by June 1st, if they resign him, but of course you got Nick Herbig that plays behind him, and Nick Herbig has been more productive. You know, Highsmith, he's 28 years old, and you know, they could save up a lump sum in cap space. You know, but I think with Peyton Wilson and Nick Herbig being more productive and also being younger, they might be looking to trade him up, as well as Patrick Queen. Patrick Queen, he's another linebacker that's entering the final year of his contract. Yeah.
So you like Ty Simpson in the draft?
I didn't like the fact that he went to the Rams. I think I think he has more upside than Drew Aller. You know, Drew Aller does have a bigger arm, but I think Ty Simpson was the more safer pick. Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, Ty Simpson went in the first round. What round did Drew Aller go?
Drew Aller did go second. But I'm saying we should have, with our 21st pick, we should have traded up.
But why would you do that when you never get Will Howard?
Yeah, I mean, I like I don't know, man. I definitely like Will Howard's potential in the NFL much better than Ty Simpson.
I like Will Howard. I like Will Howard. I'm saying my only thing with Will Howard, I'm like, okay, what about your skills didn't translate that would give the franchise the nod to say, yes, I'm gonna give him a shot. I'm gonna go ahead and go here. Or unless if I knew I had a guy that was solid and a guy that can now develop. And what promise, you know, is he showing them? What assurances?
Well, this is what I said. He can't show them promising. Last year he was a rookie. You had Aaron Rodgers. I can't show you promise now because you never really gave me a full chance. You already know Aaron Rodgers was going to be
show that in practice.
His hand got messed up. You agreed to that.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what I'm confused. Why do you say that like he didn't show promise or something like that last year? I don't. Are you saying the Steelers didn't think he showed enough promise? Like he's not going to start over Aaron Rodgers.
No.
Even if he did show promise, you know what I mean? Maybe he didn't, but like even if he was, they're not going to start him over Aaron Rodgers right off the bat, or even what are they going to do midseason? Like bench Rodgers for Will Howard? Nah, they're not doing that.
Of course not. But I mean, you know, I'm just saying, okay, you went and drafted Drew Aller. All right, so what is Will Howard showing or not showing? Is my question.
I think you know what I think it is. I think it's more of like you get a new coach who's a quarterback, offensive guy, quarterback guy, right? He wants
out
to
my
pick his
head.
own guy. He wants to pick a guy himself, right? And he knows Aaron Rodgers and Mason Rudolph. Rodgers is done after this season, right? And Rudolph is as well. So it's like, all right, now you got your starter of the future. Now you got your backup of the future. And guess what? You know they're going to push each other in practice, especially next offseason, you know, which is a good thing. So it's like you got two tall dudes who can throw the football who played at big-time schools. Like, you know what I mean? I think it's more of a move for the future.
I agree with you. The thing is, it's just like Cleveland. Cleveland drafted Dylan Gabriel and Shador Sanders. They already got Watson, right? But they knew offensive coordinator. What's the first thing he did? They knew coach. He went and got a quarterback. My thing is, every coach, what you just said, want their own quarterback. You feel me? And Mike McCarthy being the offensive mind, yeah, he know Aaron Rodgers, but he know Aaron Rodgers is gone next year. I'm stuck with Will Howard from the last regime, from last year. You feel me? Right. So now let me go get my own. And now these two could battle it out when Aaron Rodgers leave next year. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's what it is. It's never nothing personal. How you boys say it's never personal, baby. It's always business.
Hey, and you know how valuable having a good backup is in this league. Holy shit.
Man, you
think about that. I mean, think about this. Quiet as it's kept. The Saints got, even though we got Tyler Shuck and Zach Wilson and Spencer Rattler, we still got a quarterback that was undrafted that's trying out for the team. You feel me?
Right.
So you got to look at it from that perspective. Every coach or offensive mind coach want their guy that they knew could fit their system. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'll tell you this right now too. Like look at the Bears, for example. They actually carry 3 quarterbacks on our roster. So maybe the Steelers carry 3 quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying?
But to be honest with you, that's the new thing to do, to carry 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
To be real.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Especially if you get 2 young guys and 1 veteran, that's like the perfect scenario.
Oh yeah, definitely. They sit under Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy and get that additional 2 losers.
Yeah.
1,000%. 1,000%.
Yeah, I mean that's a rare opportunity to sit behind Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy for a season. Spread that love around, you know? Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, man, I want to get into the NFC South and GR3, man. You can't get mad, man. You can't get mad. But, you know, I got us sweeping y'all, bro. I got us sweeping y'all whole division. We 51-14 all time versus y'all, man. And I don't know what you're laughing for. I mean, I guess it's funny. I guess it's funny on some planet.
GR3, who's your team?
Oh, I'm a Saints fan, die hard, man.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Saints fan, bro.
Yeah,
I got you guys winning that division this year.
Oh, see? I concur.
You for president. You for president, bro. See, you's a smart guy. I like you, man.
I think they struck gold with Tyler Shuck, and I think they're putting players around him, and I think Kellen Moore can call a game. Call an offense, man.
Oh, yes, sir.
Look, I'm going to tell you this, G. Honda. Kellen Moore, his ultimate goal is going to want to smash Mike McCarthy. Remember that here?
Hey, he can want to do that, but guess what? He got to have the personnel to do that. You can't play chess without pieces. You can't play chess without pieces in the board.
Well, I'm going to say this. I can't wait for that game because you know how it get it get real. But I'm going to tell you this. When that game come, we shall see. Because remember, the Saints had the number 10, I think the number 10 or 12 defense last year. You feel me?
They play teams tough, man. They have Chris Olave, Jordan Tyson now. So they might have 2 number 1 wide receivers. Jawan Johnson's basically a wide receiver playing tight end. I like they signed Noah Fant, and I like that the tight end they drafted, Oscar Delp, man. He was a sleeper pick, man.
Ohio State. Yes, sir.
And then they got
I'm saying if Tyler Shuck can get those tandems with those tight ends, man, because I think Kellen Moore gonna draw up a lot of schemes for him. But because it's not like he's gonna be airing it out like he Marino or John Elway. Absolutely not. I mean, he's just gonna have to have those tight end tandems. I mean, because basically, I mean, look at all the tight end matchups. I mean, the tight end QB matchup. You had Antonio Gates, Phillip Rivers, Jason Witten and Romo. I mean, list goes on. So, Tyler Shuff definitely need those tandems.
I love it, man. But I can't wait because trust me, just as well as I'm gonna be on other podcasts, when the Steelers lose to the Saints, I will be here. You're gonna smell my cologne.
I feel you, man. So yes, sir. So we're gonna get into this NFC South matchup. Commander, man, go ahead and hop in, bro. Go ahead and hop in, man. So AFC North versus the NFC North, but we doing our Steelers versus the NFC South. Excuse me. So the first game, week 1, we got the Falcons. First year coach Kevin Stefanski, former 2-time coach of the year with the Cleveland Browns. Thanks large in part to Myles Garrett. Kevin Stefanski, he does run play action, 12 personnel, 1 running back, 2 tight ends, centering around primarily Bijan Robinson, who Pro Bowl last year, along with Chris Lindstrom. But of course, he also has Drake London and Kyle Pitts back there, who's very dangerous. Now, shout out to their defense, because their defensive coordinator and they drafted Harold Perkins Jr. out of LSU. Shout out to him. And a guy which is very James Harrison-like, very dangerous on the pass rush, but yet undersized. Definitely a guy O-line going to have to watch out and look out for. He is undersized, ran the 4.38 in the combine, flexible for edge and the slot, can drop back in coverage. However, I got the Steelers beating the Falcons in Pittsburgh, week 1, 34-16. Do you guys concur?
Yeah, I think the Steelers.
I'm always good for y'all whipping Atlanta. Go ahead.
Crazy stuff happens week 1, but yeah, I mean, I think the Steelers take care of business.
Absolutely, man. But definitely that 3-4 base ain't nothing to sleep on. Of course, with Jeff Ulrich, and of course their defense is decent, but I think their defense takes a level up with Harold Perkins from LSU, man, because he's a different beast, And of course, I got an SEC bias, yes, but I think they're definitely going to be contenders in Atlanta for sure. But that week 1 against the Steelers do take care of business at home.
Yeah, I think the Falcons are closer to a rebuild than they are to competing for the division.
For sure. And let's go. Week 6, we got Tampa Bay. Let me see. Hold on a second, y'all. Of course, Todd Bowles and Baker Mayfield. Oh, boy. Now, Baker's interesting because, Baker, when he played us, he's familiar with us. He's had some success playing the Steelers. He has a playoff win over us. But, of course, they're heavy off. They have a heavy passing attack. Of course, Baker Mayfield, he passed for 3,700 yards, tallied a career high on 3rd down conversions last year. Bucky Irvin and Rashad White, definitely a threat in the run. Cade Otto, that tight end, red zone primary, and the surefire safety net for Baker Mayfield. But of course, you also have on that lineman Tristan Wirfs, good in the pass protection, clearing run paths. But when you take a look at the defense now, Antoine Winfield, Levante David, those guys, Levante David led the team in tackles last year. You had Tyree Smith, a top safety. That's causing problems in the team's top pass rush. Yaya Diaby, if I'm saying the name right, will be a back and forth game week 6, but I have Pitt winning 24-16.
Where's that game at?
At Tampa, I'm sorry. At Tampa on the road.
Ew. And what month that is?
Week 6. Let me take a look at something.
Well, Levante David retired.
No, I was giving last year's stats.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean,
Well,
you
this
know
is what I'm gonna
who?
say about Tampa. Their
Go ahead.
Asian defense, their defense is Asian badly.
Yeah.
It showed last year. Now, the offense is gonna be real tricky because you basing off last year, they had Mike Evans. They don't have Mike Evans no more. You
Correct.
feel me?
I didn't miss you.
So what happens now? Because that was Baker's favorite target, Mike Evans. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? What happens now? You got an Asian defense. That defense is starting to age. I'm not saying this because I hate Tampa, because I really don't hate Tampa. I just don't like them. But the defense is aging. It showed when the Saints played in the last game with Tyler Shuck, bro. It's not what he used to be.
Yeah, Tampa's O-line and D-line and their secondary just ravaged last year with injuries. Now, Tampa did sign Kenneth Gainwell at running back. So
yes, they did.
Gainwell and Bucky Irvin will be a good tandem at running back. On the defense, they signed Alex Anzalone, former team captain, Detroit Lions. They signed AQM, Al-Qaeda Muhammad from the Detroit Lions, who actually had 11 sacks last year. They drafted Reuben Bain Jr. and Josiah Trotter as well.
Miami. Yep.
So
Reuben
Vita
Bain,
Vea and Kalijah Cansey, if those guys are healthy, their D line is nasty. So to me, it's like typical Tampa. They're kind of like a first half of the season kind of team, and then they fade out. So you're playing in week 6. That's gonna be a battle. I can't give the Steelers that one. Like,
on the road,
because Jalen McMillan's a good young wide receiver. Emeka Ibuka's good. Godwin, I mean, when he plays, he's good. You know what I mean? When he's out there, he's good.
If he plays.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, that Tampa's a weird team, man, because if they can stay healthy, they look like the best team on paper in that division, in my opinion.
Right.
But it's Tampa, you know what I mean? Like you said, their D-line, their O-line, they get hurt. Yeah, so that's kind of a question mark. But they made some moves on defense, man. I think bringing in those 2 guys from the Lions and drafting Bain and Trotter, those guys are both going to start as rookies. They drafted that Keontae Scott from Miami, that cornerback who had all those big plays for the Hurricanes. They drafted him as well. So, yeah, you never know. Tampa is a team you want to play second half of the season. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, unless TJ gets to Baker early, but we'll see how that goes. Let me see where we at. So on the 25th in France, we got the Saints. Kellen Moore, Tyler Shuff, the McCarthy.
I thought they changed that.
Huh?
I thought they changed that. It ain't gonna be in France.
What you mean?
I thought. Well, no, I'm sorry. No, I'm tripping. You're right. Because originally it was supposed to be Cleveland. Now it's the Steelers. I'm sorry. You're right. Go ahead.
Yeah, Steelers and Saints. So the McCarthy Moore matchup, which is going to be a great one, man. That is definitely going to be a nail biter in France. And I think the time zone going to play a big difference because that one's going to be 9:30 a.m. in France. But, you can't sleep on Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore with that run-pass offense out of the shotgun formation, versatility on the run with AK and Alvin Kamara and Travis Etienne. But what worries me, and I got to be real, those tight ends. So I think Kellen Moore gonna draw up a lot of schemes to chew up the inside, kind of like what Matthew Stafford did in the postseason against the Bears on the road against Caleb's defense. But
Caleb's defense, I never heard that before. That's a new one.
The Bears defense. I'm sorry, the Bears defense, man. But
I'm like, I hope Caleb's not playing defense, man.
But I look at it this way, Broski. I look at it kind of like, because when you lose by 3, and not to sideline a bit, but when you lose by 3, I just felt like if he could have kept Matthew Stafford off the field for a couple more possessions, Bears win the game. But that's that. But what worries me about Kellen Moore and the Saints is that that of course that tight end tandem, because I don't think our safety is going to let Olave and Jordan Tyson go off. Man, I think they're going to do a decent job of that contain on that end. But of course, AK and ETN, they're going to do a little bit with the run and also with that screen pass play. But of course, then again, you got Carl Granderson and Chase Young. You got to worry about our O-line have to keep from getting to Aaron Rodgers. But I have our O-line coming out pretty productive, and I have us coming out on top 42-27. Steelers beat the Saints 42-27. And I know JR.
I need y'all to get in there. I need y'all to get in there.
So you don't. So GR3, you do not agree.
I don't agree at all.
Or what part?
And the reason I don't agree is, and I'm gonna put it like this: first of all, y'all offensive line is not gonna be able to stop our defense.
Okay,
that's gonna be hell for the defensive line. Gonna tell Aaron Rodgers, this ain't no mortuary. This is hell. You feel me? Because if he took 29 last year, I'm telling you, bro, Chase Young is going to kill your offensive lineman, bro.
Yeah, if he's healthy.
Okay, he'll be healthy. Don't worry. And look, there's another thing. There's another thing, bro. Brandon Staley, that defense, he got it set up. I'm telling you, you can sleep on the Saints defense if you want. You're going to see. I see the game. If y'all win, it's probably going to be by a touchdown or field goal. But I'm going to say if. That's an if. But if what I know going to happen, the Saints going to probably beat y'all by 2 touchdowns.
Nah, bro.
Damn, he said 2 touchdowns in France.
Nah, bro. First
of all, that's a home game for us. People don't understand that's a homecoming game for New Orleans is a French city. That's why they made us play that game. Okay. That's gonna be a home game for us, and the people already over there rooting for the Saints, bro.
What that mean?
So get ready.
What that mean?
I'm just saying, get ready.
That's nothing to do with nothing. Exactly, Tyrone. Tell them they don't stand a chance. They don't stand.
All right, Tyrone. Look,
we gonna
keep Tyrone. I want you on here, but keep going.
We gonna keep Shuck on his heels. We gonna have Shuck moonwalking.
With our offensive line,
man, without pass rush, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean that. What's it called? The fleur de lis or whatever, the symbol for the Saints. I mean, fleur de lis. Yeah, that was the symbol for France for a while. Like that was like their country's symbol. So they're definitely gonna have fans. Like they probably will win the. It'll probably be more like a home game for the, for the Saints.
I'm trying to tell them.
Nah, that means zero. Cause
he said we might hurt Tyler.
GR3.
Tyrone, we might.
You're a global brand. When you're global, y'all not global. We are.
In France, we more global than y'all.
If it were anywhere else, yes, but it's in France, and that's their national symbol from for 1,000 years or whatever.
Of course, but they ain't talking about the Saints. They talking about Tour de France and the soccer team, bro. They ain't talking about y'all.
Well,
they ain't coming to see you, Otis.
Well, look, he trying to take my words. Look how he So look, what I'm gonna tell you is this, dude.
But I know somebody that's probably a Saints fan.
Gatorade.
H2O.
Gatorade.
So look, I got a question because Tyrone, what's up, bro? I know you personally because I know how many you get. What I'm saying is, you saying we might hurt Tyler. I don't wish that on nobody quarterback, but let's keep it real. Aaron Rodgers got a better chance to get hurt than Tyler. I'm just saying. Yeah.
But no, man, I definitely have a. Go ahead.
Now I was just telling them, remember your offense. We to build our offensive line for Tyler Shuck.
Absolutely. No, they definitely gonna come to play, man. I just think that McCarthy, our West Coast offense outmatches anybody. Like our West Coast offense and that personnel, it will be too much for almost anybody. I mean, if you can't get to Roger, then hey man, y'all cook food. How Shaq said? How Shaq said? Barbecue chicken.
But that's all I see. Like I said, I see them getting to him, and I see them giving him hell.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
I hope Cam Jordan come back. You feel me? Because if Cam come back, then y'all really in trouble.
Uh-oh. So
Cam can still play, man. That's the crazy thing, man. He's still a legit starter, man.
Oh yeah, Cam. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You can't move that, man. Like that guy is fucking no joke.
Absolutely, man. So lastly, we have the defending NFC divisional champs, the Carolina Panthers. A flex, which is a flex game for week 16, just like our final game against Baltimore, flex game. Now, this one's going to be interesting.
Where's that game at?
We have this one. This one is a flex game in Pittsburgh. In Pittsburgh, week 16 flex, most likely maybe a primetime game, maybe an evening game, who knows? So, but of course, we both share the West Coast offense, but of course, with their passing attack of Jalen Coker and McMillan, as well as John Michie, they will have those quick throws and those heavy run foundation, of course, with Chuba Herb. But Rico Dowdle will be looking for revenge for getting sent to Pittsburgh. So Rico Dowdle will come with an edge, and I have Rico Dowdle being productive that game. That he definitely wants to be more productive than Chuba Herb. God dang it,
Hubbard.
Chuba Herbert. But this dangerous receiving group is definitely going to, take the lid off a lot of things. Our safety definitely going to have to come to play. I have Nick Herberg and Jack Sawyer having a great game, keeping Bryce in place, keeping Bryce on his back is what we need. And also, not letting him be not letting him be an immobile threat. But McMillan and Coker, they will put up decent numbers. They will have decent reception yards, but secondary will, cause takeaways at the latter half of the game. And I have Pittsburgh beating the Panthers 35-16.
Yeah, I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm dialed in with the Panthers. I go on their show, like I go on podcasts and talk and stuff. I know all about the Panthers, believe me. And I'm gonna tell you this: week 16 in Pittsburgh. One of my nicknames for little Brycey is we called him Earth, Wind, and Fire. I called him like Wind, Rain, and Snow because he can't play in the elements, man. Yeah, he can't play in the elements, man. Like his arm is made of styrofoam. First of all,
he's slightly mobile. He's slightly mobile.
Yeah, he's terrible. And playing out in the cold at the end of the season in Pittsburgh, he's not built for that. He's gonna crumble like the little child he is. And yeah, Pittsburgh should stomp a mud hole in them. And Rico Dowdle probably will have like a 200-yard game.
But that is if the pass rush can't get to him. I mean, because I'm sorry, I left out Xavier Leggett. They have
Xavier Leggett. Yeah, they got Xavier Leggett. They got Jimmy Horn Jr. They got Coker. They got Tet. They got the rookie Brazo from Tennessee.
Horn. Yeah, J.C. Horn was the only one that Pro Bowl last year too.
Yeah, J.C. Horn cannot cover Olave to save his life. By the way, the Saints tore the Panthers up twice last year, and Olave made J.C. Horn look stupid. But anyway, going back to the Steelers. Week 16 in Pittsburgh, I just don't see the Panthers winning that game.
Yeah, I see them. I think they'll have a good game. I think, well, first half, I could see them competing first half, but then second half, Steelers comes two, and they just pull away because they just realize that they just not on Steelers level. But I see them competing week one because that receiving core, and then of course if they can't get to Bryce, which I think that they most likely will, but if they can't.
Yeah. On paper, the Panthers should have a really good defense. But they don't have they're not built for the cold. They're used to playing in nice weather down here. They don't have I don't think their running game is going to be nearly what it was last year because they don't have Dowdle anymore. So if you have a quarterback who can't play in the weather, you have a quarterback who can't play in cold or wind or rain or snow, and you don't have a running game.
Broski, let me ask you this. That's funny you said that.
Hold on. I got one thing to say. I wanted to let y'all know, man, I enjoyed y'all. It was nice meeting you. Let me get off here and I'm going to be back soon. How do you know I'm going to come back and bless your page, my boy? You already know. But when I catch you, it's on and popping on the other ones. Just know that we still beefing. But at the same time, I enjoyed your platform, all your fans. I enjoyed the love with y'all. It was nice meeting you. What's your name? I can't really see it.
Broski
Bear.
Bear.
I know it's Bear. Broski Bear.
I'm the nice Broski with the Moski.
I got you, bro. It was nice meeting you, man.
Hey, you too, man.
Appreciate you coming, bro.
All right.
Come back. Yes, sir. So I love the fact you said that, man. Quarterback QBs playing in inclement weather.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is this, because we all know the Rams play indoors. And when the Rams had came to Chicago and beat Caleb in the inclements,
well, they beat the Bears. Like Caleb and Stafford don't go head to head. You know what I mean? Like Caleb plays the Rams defense and Stafford plays the Bears defense.
Right. And my thing was, I'm like, Caleb, bro, if you control time possession, you got it. I'm like, it's not, of course, not easy money, but it's inclement on both sides. It's inclement for him and for you. But, they tight ends, Tyler Higbee and Parkinson's, if I'm saying his name right, was just chewing them up little by little. So I was telling people, I was like, bro, Matthew Stafford is not going to do a whole lot, and of course, as you can see, it was end up being a 3-point game. Go figure, right?
Well, it was an overtime game too.
Yeah. So, but long story short, I'm like, controlling time of possession and being what Cam Newton calls it, a game manager. I'm like, brother, that has to be a skill, so to speak, because if I'm standing across from like a Tom Brady or like a Drew Brees, yes, I want to keep him off the field as much as possible. I want the time of possession for me to be a complete landslide.
I hear you, man. And, it was a learning experience for Caleb. It was year 2 for Caleb. It's like year 12 for Stafford or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's been there, done that, But yeah, that's a point of emphasis this offseason for the Bears is Caleb, you don't have to be Superman every play. Take some of the underneath passes. Take some of the checkdowns, man. You don't have to hold it and try to go downfield, especially in the playoffs. You won't get away with that in the playoffs, that's for sure. So, hey, it is what it is, man. I'm not going to make excuses. They lost, and like I said, it was a good learning experience. But but Caleb in the weather though, that's the thing. Like both games against the Packers at the end of the season, like some of their other games at home at the end of the season, it was windy. I'm talking like 45, 40 mile per hour wind gust, winds like 25 miles per hour the whole game consistently. You would never notice by looking at Caleb throw the ball because his arm cuts through the freaking wind. Like his balls cut through the wind, man. He's got that kind of arm. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely has arm. I was just like, man, look, and man, with Roma Dunze and Luther Bird, man, or even Colston Loveland, man, he be launching missiles at Colston, man. I'd be like, bro,
But your points are valid. Don't get me wrong. Your points are valid. It's one of those things, man. I just look at it like, hey, it's a young team, first year head coach, young quarterback. It's a learning experience. And Luther Bird's going to be their number one wide receiver because I'm telling you, that guy's got what it takes, man. He's going to be like a better version of DJ Moore. Yeah,
he's
like
Xavier Thomas. Yeah, and Xavier Thomas out of LSU, man.
Dude.
Yeah,
yeah, that guy's he's like a mini Luther Burden with more straight line speed. Like, yeah, he man, and that tight end they drafted too. Like, they got 3 nasty tight ends. So, yeah, I mean, hey, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. It's fun when you're building a team and you're starting to like, all right, we actually got a future now. You know, we're actually we might be doing things the right way and headed in the right direction finally. You know.
What's good, Pammy? Salute to you. What's good with you? Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Absolutely, man. And but no, he definitely has a team, man. But I just don't want to see his window close like Dan Campbell and the Lions, because when they had you know, what's the other running back alongside Jahmyr Gibbs?
Montgomery.
Yes. And they was running that tandem, but you know, they didn't get Aiden Hutchinson until later. But I felt like they missed their window, man. I was like, dang. But yeah, I hope the Bears don't do the same thing. But Bears got that firepower, man. They got the juice now, man. They need to. I see their window closing in the next 3 to 4 years, man. They need to get it done.
Yeah, I actually totally agree with that. Like they need, I think, starting with this season, I think they have a 3 to 4 year window, like you said, to win it, man. I totally 100% agree with that.
Oh yeah, man. Because man, Ben Gordon, Kellen Moore, and Harbaugh. I think them 3, man. I think they're gonna run a table in the NFC right now, because like with their personnel, but Giants defense, man, I
don't know. I gotta see the Giants to believe the Giants. I'm not Harbaugh though. That's the thing that gives me some. It reminds me of when Coughlin went there when he was a Jacksonville coach, and then he went to the Giants.
Yeah,
you know, like always got real close, always got that dirty ass Jacksonville team close, but could never get them over. You know what I mean? But like Harbaugh, you know, obviously he did win one, but I'm saying like it just reminds me of when Coughlin went there. So I hope that's not the case, man.
Hold up, Coughlin won 1 or 2?
2.
2, yeah. Harbaugh won 1 with Raiders.
So it's like that's the thing. I'm like, I'm not sold on Jackson Dart at all, but I'm not writing them off either. It's kind of like wait and see.
Yeah, I think they're going to find a solid running back, and I think they should have went after. They should have pursued Kenneth Gainwell to assist Scatterbo, But I think, but no, nonetheless, I think Harbaugh gets them under the roll, and that defense, man, that defense is going to be a problem. They got AJ Halsey out of LSU, man. We had some dogs come out the draft, man. With Masur Delane went to Kansas City, that cornerback out of LSU. AJ Halsey, he the safety for the I think he a safety or corner for the
he is safety. Yeah, he is safety.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, man. I think the Giants gonna pose a lot of problems for a lot of people. Dual Carter, Brian Burns, and Averill Reese. I mean, yeah, that pass rush is gonna be a problem.
Yeah, man. You're a defensive coordinator. You gotta be like, damn, I got a lot to work with here.
For sure, man. And man, that's because the Bears, Ben Johnson. Why I say Ben Gordon?
Ben Gordon's shooting threes somewhere. Wherever Ben Gordon is, he's hitting a 3. He's hitting a 3.
Somewhere in Chicago, or Connecticut, or UConn. But now Ben Johnson, he's definitely going to draw up a lot of schemes for that personnel that he has, man. Because man, I mean, Colston's a dog. Xavion's gonna be nice. Luther, Roma Dunze, and then the running back, I forget his name.
Kyle
Monangai, yes.
Yeah,
he's nice too. Because last year when the Steelers played the Bears, I think it wasn't in Chicago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was in Chicago.
Yeah. And we lost by 3, and Mason Rudolph was the QB. And I actually had people telling me, Bears fans telling me, "Oh, we had our starters out. We had 4 starters out." I'm like, did you have 4 starters out, or did Ben Johnson figure, I'm a smarter coach than Mason Rudolph is a quarterback. Let me rest my starters for this non-divisional, and I'm just going to save my starters for divisional play. I think it was more of the latter rather than y'all actually having 4 starters out, because I'm like, look, listen, if you are worried about Mason Rudolph, you don't need to be in no form of coaching division. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, wow.
I mean, that's what you have though when you have a solid backup. Like Mason Rudolph is Mason Rudolph. I mean, he's still good enough to keep you in games. Like he doesn't, he did fuck up severely a couple times, but yeah. I mean, the Steelers are a different team this year, man. They look tough, man.
They look tough. Man. Yeah, that offensive line definitely has to be elite, man. They definitely have to come to, they have to be very solid nonetheless. But yeah, I see that West Coast offense. I see McCarthy, having that personnel on another level, and yeah, I think we're going to turn some heads, but the scoring is definitely going to go up. I don't think the scoring is going to be a problem for any. Well, the scoring is definitely going to be a problem for the defenses for sure.
Yeah, and for the first time ever as a Bears fan, I mean, it held true last season, but I mean, the offense should be top 5. The offense should be really fucking good.
Yeah,
and the defense is the question mark. Like, I'm not worried about the offense. I'm really not. Like, yeah, they have to do better the first 3 quarters. Yeah, Caleb has to continue to grow, whatever. But they have the coaching, they have the player, they have the O-line, they have the skilled position players. Man, they got the muscle, they got the speed. Like, I'm not worried about their offense. Defense is what I'm worried about for the first time ever. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look, man. Hey, man, I was telling Bears fan, I was saying this. I was like, okay, man, y'all give us Cole Kmet, we give y'all Highsmith. What do you say?
Yo, do you know the tight end they drafted in the 3rd round, which everyone was so shocked? But I'm like, he had a RAS score of 9.98. And the dude's like 6'6", like damn near 270 pounds. And he had almost a 40-inch vertical and like a 10.5 foot like broad jump and all this crazy shit. And I'm like, yeah, he's just a freak athlete, man. He just says he likes to
personnel.
Yeah, he likes to block. He loves to smash people. That's what he said. And he's also athletic. I mean, dude, he's 6'6". He can run. He can cut. He can catch. I'm like,
sounds like a Darnell Washington to me.
He sounds like except for he can probably move a little better, and he's not quite as big. But yeah, man. Yeah, they got 3 stud tight ends, man.
Man, yeah, man. That's what I look at when I see because when they restructured Fryermuth's contract, saving 5.3, I'm like, well, damn, well, you got to get Darnell involved more. He has to get more passes and touches. But of course, I understand, with Broderick being out, you need him to block, and he definitely going to help out the offensive line. But damn, but when Aaron Rodgers was giving them passes last year, I was like, man, why does he not have more red zone touches? Why? Like, that's crazy. But I think Jeremy Bernard is the key to that.
Yeah, and plus they don't have Njoku anymore this season, so Washington and Freiermuth will probably get more looks just because of that, I would think.
Njoku.
Yeah, he was on he's gone, right? He's not on the Steelers anymore.
Oh, you mean Jonnu Smith?
Oh, I'm sorry. Why did I? Yeah, my bad. Yeah. Yeah. My bad. That was my Ben Gordon slip right there. But yeah, they, you know what I mean? They had three tight ends last year, and each three, like, they were all different style players, like every single one of them. You know what I mean? Like you had your
Man,
receiving
we
tight
just
end.
had Arthur, we just had Arthur Smith, man, and Arthur Smith looked like he just reliving his 27-point blow in the Super Bowl every day, bro. Like he has the most depressing look, like not a care in the world. I'm just here to collect the paycheck, like no emotion whatsoever. I'm like, dude, are you even in tune? Are you even watching the game, dude? Like, Arthur Smith kills me, bro. I was like, Tomlin, why, man? Why?
Well, you don't got to deal with that anymore.
Jeez, man. Oh, yeah, man. He was a headache, man. I'm like, just don't even pan the camera on that dude, man. Like, just crazy, man. Don't just careless, completely careless. But nah, man. I know we in good hands, man, with Angeliso, man, because he was with the Vikings the other year, and then Patrick Graham, the DC. He was with the Raiders, so man, they're gonna have our defense nice, man. Then we beefed up the secondary too. Yeah, man. We got some good things coming, but the interesting enough this to see what the 53 man is gonna look like, man. It's gonna be some heavy contention.
Yeah, man. It's a couple months of no football, and then before you know it, it'll be here.
Oh yeah, and then we got some promising UDFAs, man, and I think they're gonna make some noise, man. I really do.
It should, man.
Oh yeah.
You still hit up Postman, the Mailbox Sports?
Oh yeah, man. I'll be over there. Damn it, man. Dude. I knew your name from somewhere, bro.
Yeah.
It was pondering my brain. I'm like, man, broski, man, I know that name. Yeah, I still be over in Mailbox, man. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I haven't been over there in a little bit, but I haven't been on as much in general lately.
Yeah,
but
he goes live every Sundays now, man, and yeah, man, I still be hitting up the channel, man. You know, he be dropping fire content, man.
Yeah, he's seen me on some other like Vikings channels and stuff when I'm on. Yeah, I'm everywhere, man. You can find me on Packers, Vikings, Lions, Panthers channels, man. I'm fucking yeah.
Well, man, shoot, definitely fall back in, man, bro. I appreciate you coming up, man. Appreciate you having your insight and your feedback, man. And because man, I'm excited for them Bears too, man. I like brother. I love the mind of Ben Johnson, man, bro, because it's not just a job for him. Some coaches, man, you see where it's just a position, it's just a job for them. Nah, dude, these dudes take care of business and take care of business in a prolific way. Guys like Ben Johnson, Kellen Moore, like real coaches, man.
Yeah. I can already tell you, like, sometimes you're a good offensive coordinator and you're not a good head coach when you get your chance, but he's built to be a head coach, man. The way he is, like he's head coach. So, but yeah, man, I'm gonna get going. But Jihan, good chopping it up with you, man. We'll chat again soon.
Likewise, man. Come back, bro. I appreciate you, man. Salute to you. All right.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. I appreciate all y'all rocking with me, man. All y'all pulling up, man. Hit that like button, like, share, subscribe if you have not already, man. I salute to y'all. Appreciate all y'all coming up, giving all your takes and feedback. Salute to Broski. Salute to GR3. GR3 is a Saints fan. You know, he's not happy about, the storm that's coming to France, the Steelers storm, the Steel Curtain storm that's coming to France in week 7. But GR3 is 2 things you could do about it, and that's absolutely nothing, and love it because, hey, it's coming.
I need to feel you, Jerry. Show me the money. Jerry, you better yell. Show me the money.
We need to feel you, man. We need to feel you. We don't feel you because, all the Saints been showing is, of course, respect to Kellen Moore, respect to Tyler Shaw, but, all they've been showing is practice. That's it.
Practice.
Right. Not the game. Not the game you go out and give your all for, but practice. But, practice make perfect. That's what they say. But now salute to him, man. But salute to all y'all that definitely came out, man. Appreciate all y'all, man. Definitely like, share, subscribe, support the channel, man. Appreciate it, man. Everything goes into, you know, making better content, making better shows, you know, getting better feedback for you guys, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. Appreciate all y'all pulling up. Appreciate your time. Hopefully everybody's having a good week, a good Friday, and hopefully you do have a good weekend, man. Salute to y'all. I appreciate every last one of y'all, man. Hopefully y'all have a good weekend, a good day. Hit that like button on the way out. Also, man, hit that community tab as well to see the next time I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna see about doing a pop-up tomorrow. I know I ain't been but check out the community tab. If you subscribe to the channel, check out the community tab. I'm gonna have it posted. But man, I appreciate y'all. Salute to y'all. Appreciate all y'all being here, chopping it up with me. GR3, Broski, salute to y'all, brothers, man. Appreciate all y'all. I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here. Appreciate everybody pulling through. Everybody, all y'all being here. Salute to y'all. Y'all have a good night. Salute to y'all.